score that stuff. Yeah, that's 21. You like that?
She lays on my shoulder if only for a tease. Then off to the wind, floating on the breeze. Forever in that moment she'll be mine. Butterfly. But I guess this song is now meant to go. I guess if I love her, let it go. I guess if I love her, let it go. This, there ain't no making sense of that. And hoping is just hoping when we don't know where we're at. Want you to run so far, yeah, and fly so free. I've never felt so stuck between. So don't you say it's a mistake.
Copy. Button 886 kids. On a lot more silent for me. Over that door. Copy. The call at 2150.
Let you go. Let you go. Let you go.
12 to 30, what's your location?
Welcome back to Live on Patrol. So great to be with you again today. It's been a long week since that 3-day marathon. I think Pat and I have finally recovered, don't you think?
Barely, but yeah, we're recovered.
And we're on Roselawn going west from 61. The State Patrol in the last hour just had 2 chases, one up 35W that ended over in Minneapolis on Johnson, and then one here on 35E that ended at Roselawn.
I missed that one.
Yeah, there was a little bit of accident here at the end, but I don't think anyone's seriously injured, but it's tough to navigate this turn when you're getting off of 35E at Roselawn. It's unlike the troopers, and did a great job. And I heard our own Jeremy Bolin was there for the conclusion.
Way to go, Jeremy.
Yeah, and so we're just going to stop over here just to maybe get a little eyes on the conclusion of this northbound 35E chase.
Arlington between Westminster and Park Crate, the apartments here. I think it's like 350 Arlington. On a black Audi Q5, I expect him student plates.
So I got to tell you, Pat, I don't know. You and I we talked briefly. We didn't get to see each other today, but that Kyle Meestead, our computer genius, you know.
Yep, he sure is.
Him and I went out to lunch at Keys. I had the hot turkey sandwich there.
Oh.
My goodness gracious. I haven't recovered from that. Hot turkey sandwich with the dressing, which is my favorite, the dressing.
182 clears it.
You know.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
2118.
Well, so here it is.
Let's call Jeremy Bolin. Call Jeremy Bolin.
Which phone number for Jeremy Bolin? +1 651 248 2454 or +1 612 282 8094.
Those look like all troopers.
9175.
Squad 378.
Berkeley Road.
386.
There he is.
Where is he?
Right in front of the fire truck.
How's it going?
2138. Yeah. 2113, 20 Avenue on a domestic.
Jeremy.
Tom is the neighbor of
Jeremy.
email inside his address being assaulted.
Oh, okay.
I'll pull around.
We're gonna pull around.
Come over and give us a play-by-play.
Female screaming. This is an ongoing issue. Suspect's a white male, 25'7" thin build, blonde hair,
Where is the thing?
unknown clothing description.
Must be in the ditch, huh?
Oh, it's up there. It's up on the hill.
My goodness gracious!
Look at that.
Now that's what you call exit stage right.
That's like Dukes of Hazzard, Rockford Files stuff
I don't know
there.
if you can see it.
But just above, if you see that State Patrol SUV squad car or Explorer, you look above its hood,
Yeah,
about 10 feet up.
it's in the bushes.
It's in the bushes and against the fence.
Elvis has left the building. So I heard you on the air. You got here right at the end, I suppose, huh? So tell us what you heard at the end. Was the guy in the car when they arrested him?
So they took the suspect into custody up at Sloan.
Okay. Oh, he ran. He bailed. Jesus.
State Patrol located a gun in the car. When we walked up, it was still running. It was smoking pretty good, so that's why I had fire come.
Okay.
And then found a loaded gun on the driver's floorboard. He's getting checked out by medics up on Sloan, and the rest is the circus.
Yeah. Where did it start? I heard the chase, but where did it start?
I'm not sure. All I heard was northbound at Arlington, 35
Is this the
at
same
100.
trooper that was in Minneapolis with us the other night or not? I don't know. Maybe not. We had
I think tonight's his first night back.
Yeah, it was. We've been off for a week.
So was it a stolen, or do you know?
I'm not sure. The tabs.
You riding with Jeremy tonight? Or you got your own car?
I was just finishing up my paperwork
Yeah.
at 5 South, and I heard him on the air. I
Yeah.
went, well, I ain't far.
Good. Go back him up. That's right.
Came on down.
I got to see how the tow truck pulls that thing off the hill. They're going to use a cable?
Be a straight shot.
A cable or what?
Yeah.
Because he can't drive in
Trucks,
there.
it's got like a 300-foot cable on it.
Does he?
Email stated that
So you
there
just hook
are
it up in
people
the back
in
and
the
just pull it
department that are
straight.
beating someone up and that there
But
are
he
people
would hit
running
the
around
curb when
outside.
airborne,
Any
only
issue
good
on
20, 30
contacted and
feet.
disconnected
Hit the
on
ground when
there's
airborne
public
again.
back.
And got out and ran. Unreal.
Yeah, not far.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, he was moving.
Yeah, that is
I think
amazing.
the only thing that stopped him from going through the fence is a bunch of rocks all along there for drainage. So that's what stopped him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he probably would have bounced up into a parking lot.
I'll be darned.
So he has a Ramsey felony fleeing warrant.
Oh, he does?
Yep.
All right. Well, text me his name later. I won't put it on the air, but I do want to know who he was.
Yep.
'Cause,
Nice. Once again, they rarely run just for traffic.
Right. For the tabs.
Yeah. It's amazing the percentage of cars we're getting guns out of.
Oh yeah. And then Anoka just had one flee from them.
yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
from
I got that
694.
plate too, but it didn't sound like they knew it much. They didn't put the registration on. How late are you working?
10.
Well, you might want to hang around a little longer just to keep an eye on the old guy.
I might go perch up on my spot.
Keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on the old guy. You can work a little later tonight.
False alarm with 182.
All right. Well, thank you. We will.
All right, well, I thought I'd check. Thanks.
Thanks, Trooper. How's it going, Trooper?
Good, how are you?
Good.
You want Sheriff?
I'm Bob.
I know him.
I'm Bob. This is Pat. Hey, do you know? Does anybody know if the traffic cameras captured any of this exit here? You know, sometimes your cameras.
Yeah, I'll check once.
That would be good.
Camera right there.
It'd be.
Yeah.
It'd
Well,
be.
if it was pointing right.
You never know, but you
Yeah.
got a 25% chance of.
Otherwise, I'm sure a squad caught that launch.
Oh yeah, that's true. But the traffic cameras are public pretty much versus the squad cameras.
Yeah, if it's on the camera, that Minnesota Crime Watch page probably already has it up.
I know, it's crazy.
They're unreal.
Yeah.
They really do post that stuff quick.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Nice work.
Nice
Have a good
work.
one, sir.
I'm going to pull up a little further.
All right.
Just an FYI.
Yeah.
3912.
I didn't think it would do that. So there you get a little closer. You can see it up on the hill there. Tap that focus there, Bob, Pat, in the middle there, will you? And
So you see the building up there, the Farmers Credit Union or Farmers Union building, and you see the light on the building, and there's a light to the right of that. The car is pretty much right under that second light, that one on the right.
all right, we will let them get about their business.
Yeah, I didn't even hear this one. Wow.
You were getting ready. You were probably putting your makeup on for the radio.
Got to look good for the radio.
That's right. It's like when you were in choir, you'd gargle and you'd sing "Me Want Me," like that. So if you haven't already shared this with your friends, please do that. That would be much appreciated. It's a beautiful night, 39 degrees. It's cooler than I thought it would be, though.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it'd be like warm.
It actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to warm up through the night. It's going to be one of those kind of nights.
Since the patient might go off them, we just have regional security via going back to Gamma.
So, this is probably as good a time as any to mention this. So Pat and I are constantly trying to honor any requests on 2 text lines, 4 messengers, and comments, etc. And we're not perfect at it, but so we have a new plan. We have a new plan to make sure that we can read everyone's request. So we've acquired a new email address and a domain, theliveonpatrol.org. Actually, someone had already bought liveonpatrol.com.
Oh, really?
Which I don't know who that was. Probably Mike Youngers. You know? But liveonpatrol.org is our domain. We don't have a website at this point. At some point, probably will. But, so,
215 Belmont Street, 1 caller on a shots fired. 7 shots heard coming from the back parking lot. Nothing else seen or heard?
we'll head there slowly. 215 Dunlap on shots fired. 7 shots fired.
There's been a few shots fired calls in that area tonight.
That'll be in the parking lot over by Jimmy Lee Recreation Center, which isn't totally unusual. So we're going south on Rice Street now. So anyhow, the email is going to be questions, questions, questions at liveonpatrol.org. Questions at liveonpatrol.org. We're going to have one email for all your requests and questions. And so then we're going to get some helpers that are going to read those and categorize them on a piece of paper for us. So Pat and I have all those in written form. I told him at least 14 font.
God bless you.
14 font. Questions at liveonpatrol.org. So that is one way to reach us. And
half mile from 81, right lane.
we got going here. We're on LTEC 2.
682, I'm coming up on 81.
Sounds like it's someplace else, but
5 minutes to achieve that 169.
a lot of pursuits tonight, this evening.
1265 if he takes off, we'll be at 94 in Brooklyn Boulevard. Copy. We're right lane, going over 81. 60 miles an hour.
81, that's in North Minneapolis over there. 694. I don't know if they're going east or west, but there's okay, so here's a phone number. You can continue to text, and we're not going to say, hey, don't text Pat anymore, but Pat might get to your text. You know his text number. But here's a text for requests, not really comments. Put your comments in the comment section of the stream, right?
That's the best way.
Put your comments there, and this will allow us to actually, for Pat to keep closer attention to your comments, because we won't have to check all the time. And so, and I won't, hey, Pat, how's that text phone coming? But here's another text number, and we're going to post these after tonight, but 651-252-1871. 651-252-1871. 651-252-1871 is a text number. And then we have a, what's that noise?
Somebody
5184.
Somebody talking on their
We
phone.
we have some text. So the questions at liveonpatrol.org or this number 651-252-1871. 252-1871. Those are two ways to send us requests, and in particular, birthdays, anniversaries, babies, because we get so many different formats, we're not really on top of it. We apologize, and this is going to help us get organized.
Right. And it would really help if those requests like that were basically for special occasions. It's absolutely impossible to give a shout out to every single person who requests it. Save those for special occasions. And in light of that, I'm going to do one right now.
Yeah.
Paula Vasquez, from your dad. Happy birthday. You got it on your list too?
From her mom, from Lori Vasquez. The mom got a hold of me and the dad got a hold of you?
It just says my daughter. They didn't give me their
March
name.
26th is her birthday. And it's her 21st birthday. See?
And that's today.
Is it today?
That's today.
Happy birthday, Paula Vasquez. From your mom and your dad. But the 21st birthday. Actually, there's another young man who's his 21st birthday too. And that's Tim Hogue. Tim Hogue. It's his 21st birthday, but his isn't till April 2nd. Except we might not be working till then. So happy birthday, Tim Hogue, for your 21st birthday on April 2nd. Your buddy Mike Evgen reached out to me. Guess your dad worked for the city of Little Canada. And thanks for watching.
Mike, the boxing coach.
Yes, Mike the Rice Street boxing coach. Yep.
Good man.
Awesome guy. And so, well, you got any other ones, Pat?
Let's see here.
I'm going to pull over here, and we're south on Rice Street. Well, we'll pull over in the middle of where there's activity. I'm going to pull over here.
364 traffic. 364. Park Rate in Arlington, Minnesota Echo Sierra Kilo 814.
Oh, Ottawa Police.
Copy.
I guess there's a group of them watching tonight. Thank you.
I don't know if we're buffering or not, but you're my tech expert here.
Not seeing it. My Facebook stream is solid.
So we are going to pull over here right down by Bourne's. In case something happens. Actually, right here, sitting in the position we were at, a guy got his car shot here
Yes,
a couple
he
months
did.
back. Kenny, whose last name shall remain unknown. All right, so Melissa Steiner, Scott Cooper's wife. Happy birthday, Melissa Steiner. Your husband wants you to know that he loves you to death. And I don't know if it's you or him that likes watching Live on Patrol, but we got some yelling going on here. That's not a little distracted.
318 copy.
But anyhow, Melissa, happy birthday. Peggy Bradshaw just had her birthday March 23rd. Peggy Bradshaw from White Bear Lake.
671 in custody.
And Annie Bradshaw, your daughter wants to wish you a happy birthday. So happy birthday to Peggy. You just think about, you're celebrating your birthday down at Bourne's at 899 Rice Street. We'll see if we can get some other people.
Well, we've got to say hi to Marge Mosier, and I got to say why. All right, she is now the proud owner of a 70-inch TV.
Awesome.
And the question comes up, why did she get a 70-inch TV?
Because 65 was not big enough.
So she can watch Live on Patrol. Her daughter says she watches every week, and when they're in the car, she always lets her daughter know, clear right.
That's nice. Thanks, Marge. Thanks so much.
Appreciate you being with us, Marge.
Oh, she sent a picture too, huh? Well, that's the Backseaters group. That's the Backseaters group. All right, now here's the other thing. We missed Madonna Bonk's 100th birthday.
100th birthday.
We missed that. I don't know, it was a week or 10 days ago. We missed her birthday. Madonna Bonk. Not even sure where she lives. But here's what I do know is I saw a news story about a woman turning 100 at about the same time.
Okay.
It was on television. And I took a picture of the story. I'm going to actually see if I can follow. Here it is right here. This is probably her. It was March 7th. Oh, that one was turning 105. So it wasn't Madonna Bonk who turned 100. But this woman turned 105. I got a picture of it, Pat, when they're celebrating her birthday. And what do you see in that picture? Tell me what's here. You see this? That's a cake, right?
That's a cake.
This is right from her birthday. There's a little hat, right?
There's a hat.
What do you see there?
There's a Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. Because this woman that turned 105 on March 7th said that she always drinks Mountain Dew. Remember?
Like-minded.
So the point of that is there has to be some value to Mountain Dew. Because people keep living like that horse story I told you about where they fed the horse Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
This woman's 105 and she's been drinking Mountain Dew her whole life. So I don't. For those of you that don't believe in Mountain Dew, there's proof right there. So Madonna Bonk, thank you for your service in World War II. She was a World War II wave.
Awesome.
As well.
Well, coming up on April 2nd, Beverly Peterson, you're going to be 100 years old, and your daughter-in-law Patty wants to wish you an early happy birthday. Well, happy birthday, Beverly.
I hope I get there.
That'd be okay.
Well, will you still ride with me?
Heck yeah. I'll be 101.
We'll have to change our name. You know what it'll be then? Huh? Great-great-grandpa Patrol. So southbound on Rice Street, thanks for joining us. A lot of people out tonight. The bar's still closed at 11. Have we heard anything different?
No. Still 11. Brian, your wife Marietta wants to wish you a happy birthday tonight. Happy birthday, Brian.
So this number and this email that we get you, we're not going to monitor that live, but that really is a number to send us requests for the next time we're on patrol. So we'll get them all organized and figure out, what we can squeeze in when. So the new email is questions at Live on Patrol, all one word, liveonpatrol.org. Questions at liveonpatrol.org.
Well, Chris is watching us right now with one of our good friends, Joe Higgins.
Really?
Yeah.
He's not working?
I guess not at the moment.
Joe?
And he loved work. It says he loved working with us. Joe, Chris, thanks for watching us.
Tom's father's been drinking.
Yep, Joe, that was good humor. Remember the day I tried to kick that door in and pulled my hamstring? These doors are a lot stronger than today. When I came back to work patrol, I was on the street as the watch commander, but the doors are built a lot better than when you and I were young.
318.
Joe told me he usually uses the reverse donkey kick in order to avoid that. You know,
Yeah, it took me a while to learn that
the
lesson.
reverse donkey kick instead of the front kick.
Captain spotted back 1095 Bush for residential.
Oh, Jim,
residence.
happy birthday to your daughter, Carolyn Gustafson. Carolyn, thanks for watching us, and happy birthday. Oh, Hill Murray boys hockey made it to the state tournament again, by the way.
I watched the whole game.
We got to give them a shout out.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah, you need to be a little bit politically sensitive there because you know they defeated White Bear. You know, I'll tell you this though.
Well, they both played well.
I'll tell you this, and that section is always tough. I mean, I'd hate to have to play Hill Murray every year in the section final, and White Bear has to. But here's what I saw in that game. At the end of the game, when they were getting the section championship and their ribbons, there were a lot of hugs between the White Bear players and the Hill Murray players.
Very cool.
Because some of those kids played for White Bear when they were growing up, when they were little, and then they moved to Hill Murray.
Sure.
And others of them play in different AAA programs together. But you could see the camaraderie between those two teams. So, I don't know, there's another big rivalry coming up. Matamita, I think, is going to play Gentry in the Class A. Used to be that was all at the same time, but they've changed it this year, where the AA girls and boys are going to play first, the A then after that. So, because of COVID, they're not trying to cram all the boys into one arena.
Oh, my goodness. Avery is 6 years old and is a regular viewer of ours. Jen, wish Avery a very happy birthday from us today. 6 years old today. Happy birthday, Avery.
Yep.
You know, if you stay on Minnehaha,
Yeah?
let's make a brief stop at 750 North Milton. That's something I'd like to talk about.
Sure. Yeah, and by the way, why don't you give a little overview of the carjackings? We had 2 carjackings in the last 2 days in the Midway here. One was today in the 1600 block of Charles.
And that was a 2018 black Nissan Altima was taken. And it was taken with threats of force, and one of the people had a baseball bat.
Give the plate out,
The
too.
plate on it is EHS, like Edward Henry Sam 599. Now, witnesses said that the suspects came in what they thought was a black Buick Rendezvous, but a little bit of digging by the analysts in the intelligence unit came up with that it is actually might be a 2016 black Mazda CX-5 that was taken in a carjacking in Minneapolis. And that plate on that is BCX, Boy Charles X-Ray 174. A black Mazda CX-5. It's a small, well, medium-sized crossover SUV. We're still missing from the other night a 2018 maroon Kia Optima. Plates Bravo, Foxtrot Hotel 990, BFH 990. Now, of note on that is the rear taillight lenses are broken. The taillights work, but they are taped over with red tape. And then we're also still missing, taken in a carjacking, a 2016 black Toyota Corolla, DJK 478. David John King 478. All right.
750 Victoria or Milton?
Milton.
Okay.
want to get the details
Are we
right.
having a
on
barbecue?
this. No,
Hey,
this was a 92-year-old woman beaten and robbed.
Okay. Not good.
No.
There was a 70-plus-year-old woman killed in Minneapolis this last week, too.
Stabbed to death.
Stabbed to death. Terrible. Terrible, terrible.
Well, I'm going to have to do this from memory. I'm not finding this right now, but at 750 Milton, a 92-year-old woman was accosted by 2 or 3 females and was beaten and robbed. Now, the suspects initially got away, but now here's the power of family, and this is St. Paul family. St. Paul family strong. Members of the family did a stakeout on this building all day long.
Really?
They believed that the suspects had a connection here,
Okay.
and they ended up,
Which is a good concept,
yep,
right?
they ended up spotting at least one of the suspects going into the building.
From the description she was able to give him?
Yep, and it was a very distinctive description. And they followed the suspect in, took them into custody, and held them down for St. Paul police officers to arrive.
That is amazing.
And they actually recovered some of the stolen property.
That's amazing.
So, good job, family.
That's 2145.
Yeah, here's the front of the building here, 750. Wandering like you might want to say hi, maybe not.
Hello.
Bravo 475,
Surprise!
Bravo 475, 79, 2146.
Captain Burlington, 2100 selling. In the 15-minute delay where a security vehicle was taken, the suspect went forward the 2013 Toyota RAV4.
There we go.
318, go.
Security on the side.
So overnight here in the Midway area, I think it was around Hamlin and University, by the way, St. Paul officers attempted to stop a black 2020 Hyundai Palisade, plate number ENN955, Echo November 955. It's a stolen vehicle, and the vehicle escaped. It's a pretty distinctive looking SUV, a newer one. There's a Kia and a Hyundai that are very similar looking, and this is the Hyundai version, the Palisade.
1924, Fort Parkway, Unit 7. Caller's boyfriend's outside of the address, would like him to be removed. We had Devin Spencer, white male, 20 years old, 6'4", thin.
How's it going?
Red, green, and black.
How's it
sweater,
going?
Red and black jacket, black pants.
Good. We're just keeping you safe.
Threatened to shoot Trump with a BB gun in the past.
Some lady got beat up over here the other day, you know,
Now.
and robbed, walking around. So we're just. Well, you're a big guy. You can probably handle yourself, but I'm a 90. Yeah, it's a 90-year-old lady ain't too good, you know. When they pick.
Copy, all of that.
92 years old.
92.
Grandview, southwest
Yeah.
corner.
Beat her up and robbed her.
2147.
I don't know. It's not good. Not good. All right. Well, you have a good night. Thank you.
Squad 172, be advised, the caller may fight with officers, has a history of fighting with police.
318, making contact 10-3 for 1095 push.
2148.
And a lot, these carjackings, by the way, the recent string of them have been mostly in Midway and Frogtown area. Roughly Snelling to Dale
Business that's closed,
and University to Minnehaha.
on the window for the past 30 minutes. She was described as a white female in her 50s, wearing a yellow shirt.
Which means it's probably the same group.
Yeah, and in relation to that, a lot of you follow the scanner pages probably know about this. But on Wednesday night, there was a string of carjackings involving possibly that stolen Corolla that's still at large,
318,
but also a black Volvo S60. And there were 3 or 4, including one,
Copy code 410.
where over on Snelling, a man was walking up the steps to a church, and they all gang rushed him, grabbed his ankles and pulled his feet out from under him to drop him on the ground and started going through his pockets. He told him he had a gun, which scared them off, and they ran off. Well, they continued on to do 3 or 4 more attempted carjackings and robberies before leaving the city. Later that night, in the Robbinsdale New Hope area, they did an armed carjacking of a Chevy Equinox. And I believe it was New Hope primarily, along with Robbinsdale, ended up chasing them into North Minneapolis, where the Volvo crashed at one location and the Equinox crashed at 33rd and Knox. And from what I understand, out of all the suspects, they were only able to catch one because of crowd control issues. And so this is, being in the same area, is probably associates of the guy who was caught.
Yeah. And, you know, we do have 3 of our most active carjackers in jail, in detention. But there are, like I said, there's more. There's probably 20, 25 that are involved in it that we need to corral.
And, you know, if you look at the big picture of Minneapolis and St. Paul, that's a pretty small number. That's a manageable number that, if held accountable, can make a big difference.
Right. A 5-year-old that ran out in front of the cop's vehicle. 5-year-old was hit by the side mirror.
Ultimately, it is a finite number, not an infinite number.
Exactly.
But only smart analysts like Pat and his group there can put some definition to what that number is. You know, otherwise to the average public it seems like, oh, it's everywhere. Well, the problem is it's everywhere, but it's because the same people are doing them multiple times in a day. So it feels like everywhere. So if you define the problem by the career offender instead of by the geography, it's manageable.
Yes, exactly.
So I've always said that is we need to work the offender, the 1 to 3% offender base rather than working the 80% of the calls.
Exactly. You know, it's by definition, carjacking is a very mobile crime, and they're able to go throughout the metro. So you most assuredly have to focus on the offenders themselves.
What's going on there on 364?
Good. Slow right down.
Copy. Squad slow to Earl and 6. The child seems to be okay.
Oh, goodness. I believe it was a child struck by a car.
318, Copy. 2152.
Ross, take a medic routine as a precaution. 5-year-old male consular breathing, little bump on his noggin.
364, copy, 2152.
Copy 5183. Are you still with that vehicle?
Hey, too, he's with me right now. We'll address that vehicle in a minute.
Copy.
318, if you would you play Delta Hotel Charlie 944, please?
318, copy.
We're in the middle of Coma Park, Sturt Nussbaumer territory. For those of you that remember those terms of the intersection at the top of the hill here, Sturt Nussbaumer.
Oh yeah. Sure do.
A lot of you out there, I know a lot of you out there that lived in Como. When you were younger, you took your girlfriend to the top of the circle there and parked privately to talk. Just admit it. Text us if you ever took your girlfriend to the Sturk Noose Bomber Circle. You don't have to tell us your name. Well, maybe you do.
Yeah, I guess you do have to tell us your name.
The statute of limitations has expired.
The male that appears to be under the influence instead of a vehicle refusing to move for
Just tell us if you're familiar with the Sturk Noose Bomber Circle. Pat won't read it into the record.
2163, copy.
We're northbound on Lexington, coming up on Larpenter.
2154.
We got a quick stop we're going to make up here at the Cub. Gentleman reached out to us and asked if we'd swing by.
3912.
3912.
Thank you, 364. If anybody's got a big camera that can plug it down just for a couple quick pictures, would be great.
Well, there was an accident over there. What was that, Earl and 6th?
I believe it was Earl and 6th, correct. Yep, Earl and 6th.
A little 5-year-old was injured. But
is there anyone with a large camera that can come down there?
Like
thank goodness, minor injuries.
Minor.
Grade 3, we'll be clear here in a minute. We'll head that way.
A child ran into the vehicle, apparently. That's why you gotta keep an eye on those 5-year-olds. Conscious and breathing.
3912.
912.
That Pontiac was from an earlier hit and run with injuries that occurred at Axel's Doubletree in Roseville. The suspect vehicle was a white four-door Pontiac Grand Prix late 2000s. It was occupied by 3 African-American parties. It had minimal rear-end damage. Time delay is about over an hour.
3912, my copy, thank you. I got a white 516.
This gentleman might want to remain anonymous, but we're gonna...
2156.
Not sure where they are exactly, but here's a car with lights on.
We have a moment. Can you pull data, please?
Oh, it is.
Well, maybe it is him. Maybe it is him.
2156.
Oh, there's a guy. Oh, there they are over there. How's it going?
I'm going back.
Good.
I know Pat's in there.
Hey, how are you?
Yesterday.
Yes, I did. We won't say where.
I know. I seen the vehicle. I think I know who that is.
We better get a new one.
I know.
Actually, I like this car so much, I'm going to get an identical one. You know?
Personal car?
No, for that when we upgrade here, I'm just going to get an identical. They said, do you want any extra? You know, they got these new screens that pop up here. I said, no, just give me exactly what we got.
Yeah, I deal with it every day.
You waiting for your wife shopping for groceries or what?
No, friend.
A friend, okay. All right, very good. Have a good night. Nice
Take
to see
care.
you. Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Sneak in here. Where do you want us, Roy?
Give me He's very comfortable putting the plaque on the camera. He just doesn't want to be identified. This is a generous, anonymous donation.
All right, well, you want, tell us a little more. This is... Oh, you're on there. Turn that volume down on that one. So tell us what you got going here.
We have a loyal backseater.
Yep.
Let's just move up that contacted me, and he has created a handmade plaque honoring the two of you. And he is a classic St. Paul old school guy who wants to remain anonymous.
Okay.
Or if he could be pointed at the
That's where we're at. We're pointing at the CAD.
We're going to let the plaque get on camera.
We'll get out in a minute here, but tell us a little more. So, because we got the speaker in here.
Story, sir? Just a backseater, an old gray streeter.
Well, thank you. Come on in and tell us in the window here, so we can you can tell us a little more what you did here. What'd you do?
It's
what'd you make?
Oh well, I'll go get it.
You don't have to. You don't just tell us about it first before we display it.
Well, I'm a woodworker by hobby.
You are.
Generally, I joke that I suffer from the curse of creativity.
He's okay.
And Well, I know I haven't got it. I know you got.
I got two. I got my
shots.
vaccinated, so you're good there.
But
you're out. You're
I
out.
joke that I suffer from the curse of creativity, and I've been watching you guys for a while. And,
Thank you.
you know, when you kick in the Hemi and all that sort of good stuff.
Well, I'm excited. Roy said the plaque has the Durango on it somewhere. Huh? That's
pretty cool.
The donuts to the kids and
yeah,
that sort of thing. You know, and trying to get to know them and that sort of thing. And all of a sudden, it just popped into the head, and I figured, okay, I'll grab this, that, you know, with
all right.
V-carve for doing the lettering, and all that sort of good stuff. Did it up on Lightburn, sent the file and the plaque down to a friend of mine in Oklahoma.
Oh my goodness.
Who does, well, I do laser engraving as well, but my laser isn't up yet.
All right, we'll get out. Bet, let's get out and see what we got here. It's kind of exciting, huh?
I got to tell you a little side story here. When we first pulled up here, there was one point during the live stream I said, I really want to drive a Bobcat sometime. I thought maybe you'd upgraded me.
You thought maybe you had the keys. Maybe you had the keys. Well, this is very, you know, this plaque is going to go on our wall. We have a Live on Patrol wall.
We've got you covering us. We'll just hop there to the thing.
Yeah, yeah. We'll put this on our wall down at the office. Are you with him? Oh, you are. Do you have a phone? You want to get a picture? Get one right here. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. We'll just get right here to the side with we're not on. We can take off edge. Yeah, but I mean, that camera. Oh, no, it's right here. Bob. Nice to meet you. Jump in there, either way. Yeah, there's no room back there, to be honest with you. Okay. All right. Let's see what that plaque looks like.
You check on this. This is 1735 Leon Avenue. The subject was running down the street after the comms. There's a possible fight that was heard from 2 houses down. White male, 20s, long brown hair, and a white shirt and shorts. A weapon seen. They were running again. Comm thinks the subject was running from that site. Initial incident could have occurred at 1761 or 1765 Leon. Multiple people leaving the house quickly. Second caller reported a smaller, dark-colored SUV picked up a male and brought him back in front of the address. And there's 4 males arguing up front. 2202.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Check that out, Pat. Very nice. That's going to be that's awesome. A cornerstone of our Live on Patrol wall down at the office. Count them clear right, Pat.
You will notice there are some donuts falling out of the car.
I see that. I see that. Well, let's go over here. Let's go show the picture.
That's very cool.
Okay, let me kill those red lights first.
Yeah.
This is some really nice woodwork that this gentleman.
This is pretty amazing.
Nice woodwork. Thank you.
Good to meet you. Yep.
Check that out. See, this is wood carved, your laser carved, huh? Live on Patrol. You know, Count of clear right. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Count of
Matt,
clear
why don't you
right.
get in a picture in front of? Give me the light, Pat. You go in front.
And you know,
Okay.
all these donuts flying out
Just
of the
push
car.
it slightly.
Hey, you did a
Push
nice
it all the
job
way,
with that badge,
way
too,
right.
didn't you?
Yeah.
That's some great lasers. There we go.
There, I think I'm actually making it work. All right.
Two-handed. Hey, thank you very much.
Hold on, I want to get one of the two in this with as
Yeah,
well.
where do you want us?
Oh,
Right in front of the car?
yeah, we got plenty of light here.
Here we go. Over here we go. Thank you very much.
This is great.
I'll show you where it's going to be on our wall up there. Good, good. Did it turn out okay? Oh, enough light?
Copy Ramsey welfare check. Robert 94, male, standing by the bridge, yelling and talking to himself. There's talking with him.
No, it was in the back seat, right?
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Yeah. No, if you haven't seen Shane,
Right, copy, copy.
so it's here. So, there's only
Copy,
this, that, and the other thing. And to ensure my anonymity,
Yep.
you have my gratitude.
Oh, we got some Twinkies.
Copy for
God
direct.
bless you.
South Mail. Unique and transfer.
Not just Twinkies. We got what? Oh, chocolate Twinkies. Those are spongier. I'm going to put this back here.
I'm gonna stick some Mountain Dew that'll keep you guys awake.
Well, we can always use that. Keep us awake. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
1172.
If my face or name shows up, I'll take it out on
Good to meet you. Thank you so much.
Right, thanks.
Oh, yeah, you
Take care,
were a big help in this.
Getting callbacks on
getting it
voicemail.
organized
Some
and-
awesome work.
Sorry, voicemail and callbacks.
Bring them down to the office sometimes.
That's fine.
Go in that back room where we like to light them and show stuff. You'll get the top.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it could be, but we have a whole wall of light up control stuff. We don't really have a centerpiece. This will be the centerpiece.
Yeah, it's-
Absolutely.
Every now and then, the curse of creativity creeps up, and it has to be done.
You have creativity galore.
Yeah, I love the Durango. I love the Durango.
I like the donuts coming out the
I look
window.
long and
Days
hard
ain't
for
bad.
that direction. There's not many cartoonish things.
We'll have you down to the office. We're going to do an open house sometime end of May anyhow, but before that, bring them down and show them where we display it. That'll be great. Well, that's why we don't like to stay in one spot too long. You know, the longer we stay, we never know what's going to happen next.
Well, send Patty.
Yeah.
If you don't hear any screaming, anything for you.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. That was beautiful, huh? That's some great work. Some great artwork. That was really something, huh?
Yeah, that's amazing. What a talent.
All right. Well, I don't think we have anything else on our schedule. Unless you've come up with something. 10:07, the news is wrapping up.
Have a good night, Michael.
We're heading back into the Midway District of St. Paul. See if we can round up any of those carjackers.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, for put in a CSD to your laptop.
All right. How's it going? How are you?
Squad 4488, status check.
Get that last text.
Yep.
Copy code 42208.
373. 373.
We'll be on traffic at White Bear.
We will need a little more information on that one as to what that gentleman is, what what the gentleman
That'd
is
be Whiteberry
wanted
Yard,
for.
2208.
373. Our computer's not working. The last one was advised. If you don't see that.
Yep, clearing it out now.
Oh, homicidal threats. Well, see where that goes here.
9174.
Squad 182, copy and drop 1010 on 1010 Bandana Boulevard West, Western Unit 110 for you banging on the ceiling and being allowed a history of harassing caller at 2209.
I just knew it was down here at Bandana, so it's gonna
Right.
see what it was. But
03607. Coming back to a white accurate TSX. Stateside mapping within.
we do. Somebody asked me earlier tonight. We do have. I have the box from YouTube, which I believe the silver button is in, but I'm not going to open it until some of the people that have been very special to bring this. You know, Kyle Meestead couldn't make it tonight, so there's a possibility we might do something tomorrow afternoon during the daytime, Pat,
Okay.
and open the box from YouTube that.
County Road East, just coming over 35
So I wonder if that's
Copy 10-1 going eastbound over County Road E behind the vehicle.
Okay, well there he is.
We're not going to say just what this is about yet.
And we're committing to northbound 35E from County Road East. I'll take some more assistance, please.
Squad 260.
All right, well we better turn
Boulevard
around
State committing
Yeah.
northbound
just
35E.
in case.
You can cancel 269.
We were getting bits and pieces of information regarding a wanted party,
Copy 269. Clear.
and we'll see if he flees. But one of our squads is behind him.
Can we lock it into that
Twice,
channel?
Yeah. There we go.
Expect same traffic.
Copy.
Still northbound, right lane. Slow speeds, about 50 miles an hour.
Copy northbound right lane. 60 miles an hour.
Next over to the line, 2211.
Then forward, we're about a mile out from Highway 96.
Well, my guess is he is going to take off.
Yep.
Here we go.
9174.
You're right.
I'm gonna wait till we get multiple squads.
It's a serious warrant, so
Ramsey County's patch with LTAC 2 behind one with an extraditable felony warrant northbound 35E.
Okay, it's patched, so I don't need to go to it.
And I'll just be advised, he was making homicidal and suicidal statements. Unknown if he's armed.
Unknown if parties are making homicidal and suicidal statements.
I'm just going to put this down for 1 second.
And we're continuing northbound 35E. Just coming underneath Highway 96. Be advised, I'm in a black unmarked.
good.
Oh, good
Copy,
deal.
continuing northbound 35E at under Highway 96. It's going to be in an
Check what
unmarked.
squad that is, who that is.
9179. Copy.
7-5, you're too far ahead. I'm behind you, Joe.
Well, got a long ways to catch up. Let's give it a shot. People don't really know what to do. It is kinda
9173, we're in the left lane.
That's part of the
Probably
problem.
about a mile from Jay.
In the left lane, mile from Jay.
And 9174, do we have any county responding?
Yep.
Affirmative.
I think That's a White Bear Lake car behind them.
This car may flee.
And they're calling for the county to help. It was originally in our jurisdiction in the Valley Sites area.
2361, I'm at 35 Gate 694. We copy. Middle lane, doing about 78. I copy.
Limo. You don't want a limo pulling on. It's almost as bad as a bus pulling in front of you, Pat. Right? We've had to add. Come on, Pat.
9174, we're approaching County Road J. After J, I'm going to attempt to light it up.
Not moving fast. That's good.
Received.
So it's a White Bear Lake car following them. So wanted
9171, about 2 miles south of them.
extradite felony warrant. Do we have air?
9174. Middle lane, passing J.
Maybe he'll
As we get
stop.
around the bend here, I'm going to light it up.
Copy.
9172, I'm at 35E and County Road H2. I'm 9170, I'm out with them. Where did I get up?
Copy, land with you.
We're pulling over to the left lane.
Oh, that's good.
Left shoulder.
Except it's the left lane. That's a dangerous
Pulling over on the left
felony
shoulder.
stop on the left lane.
9171 and 9170, what do you want to do in traffic? Want us to block everything?
Block everything. That's what you almost got to do. You almost got to block all the other traffic. Block all the other traffic.
Anyone 70, we're going to be just blocking the left lane.
Somebody's yelling.
Copy, point to left lane.
Sounds like they're calling them out of the car.
9172, if it hasn't been aired, giving commands, driver stepping out of the vehicle.
That's good.
Giving commands, driver stepping out, 2316.
Doesn't sound like we'll be needed.
72, we need someone that has less lethal or taser.
Okay. Scratch that.
9170's got one label. Copy. Subject is asking officer to kill him.
You may have a gun. That's the other issue.
Received.
72, driver's non-compliant.
Not?
Not
Driver's not
compliant.
compliant.
Why don't you tell the viewers what he has in his history for the warrant?
All right, this man they have stopped as a felony warrant for stalking, felony second-degree recklessly endangering, and felony criminal damage. It's a nationwide warrant with full extradition, and he'd been making homicidal threats towards family members. And the Onalaska PD had asked for help in finding him, and he was believed to be in the area.
So, no news is probably good news right now.
Yep.
If he was running, fleeing, resisting, we would hear about it. So the fact we haven't heard anything probably means there's progress. County Road J. So if you're out and about and you're going northbound 35, you're going to have to get off on J, take a right, go up Otter Lake to 14, and then get back on. There will be a traffic block.
Taking driver into custody.
Well, there we go.
Calling out any other occupants.
Taking the driver into custody at 2219.
So that's all good.
Yes, indeed.
You just never know. What the
7173,
reaction.
clearing the car.
What's your reaction?
Copy, clearing the car at 2219.
I guess there's a slim possibility that it's not the actual suspect. So you've seen us drive from down in St. Paul.
Vehicle clear. Clear the air.
For those of you that are new, this is our northern border of our county.
Ramsey County is going to be dropping the pads with LTAC 2, info at 2219.
This is our northern border with the county up here at County Road J. And remember, Larpenteur is technically County Road A, and 1 mile to County Road B, and then 1 mile to County Road C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. And J is our common border here. Both Washington on the east and Anoka County on the west.
And info for squads. Counties west and central are tied again. Here is clear. Info at 2220.
We rarely get out here, so we thought it'd be a nice little trip. You see, it's a little more remote. We still got farmland out here. Most of this area is developing. City of Hugo is up here, but the city of Hugo, the children.
Copy route to that TIC 175.
Most of them still go to White Bear Lake High School.
Circle phone route for the killer's father that was making a suicidal statement.
I think we had just gone off the air one night when we got moderately involved with that pursuit of that black pickup truck that had done the burglary on White Bear Avenue.
Yeah. So great arrest by the city of White Bear Lake, catching that car over there. Pat's daughter works there, as you know. She is on her way. Doesn't look like the traffic got blocked soon enough. So we'll give you a little peek view of what's going on, and then we're going to have to clear. The traffic's all going over to one lane. So freeway stops are obviously dangerous, just because you never know what's going to happen behind you. A lot of idiots just keep driving. So, especially when they pull over in the left lane.
I think that's my daughter there.
Oh, that is your daughter there.
I think she was on the way with the less lethal.
Yeah. And you can see the little white car up ahead of us. The good news is, unlike the other one, the guy didn't shoot himself, right?
Definitely. Hi.
Sarge, how's it going? Good work. Good work.
Thank you.
I just want to know if you guys are poaching in Vadnais Heights again.
What's that?
I'm just kidding you. I said I just want to know if you were poaching in Vadnais Heights.
Yeah, we knew about this guy. He pinged to our city earlier.
Oh, he did?
And so then we knew his background. We knew he was good with knives and his Facebook stuff. So we were like, we've been looking for him.
Oh, good. That's why you were on it. Good.
As soon as it came out on your city, we were like, we know that we want him.
Good work.
Nice done.
Good
Sorry
work.
for poaching, but
no, that's good. That's good. And you're welcome anytime. In fact, you can come over and patrol.
Thank you.
Everybody knows who you are. Well, there's the gentleman coming back to the squad car. Hello, miss.
Hi, officer.
How are you? Yeah, I know.
Was that you on the way with less lethal?
I said somebody had it.
Oh,
I
okay.
said grabbed it from the squad. I was already
up on it.
Yeah. So,
Of course you were.
Needs
the
Yeah,
ICSO.
we'll get out of your way, Kristen. See ya. Thank you.
Nice job.
Good work, young man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Nicely done.
How's it going? Was this your stop or whose was it?
It's Joe's.
Joe's?
I
I know you guys were looking for him. Thanks for charging that other guy. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thanks for charging that other guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know when his court date is.
Don't worry about it. It was good work.
It's just a summons.
Good work.
So we'll see if he shows up.
Hey, listen, we're stamping your visa for poaching in Vadnais Heights.
I had to do it.
Good work. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you.
See ya. Yeah. Good work, you guys.
Nice work, guys.
Thank you. Good to see you guys. Good work. Good work. So the term poaching, we kid each other because the border between Vadnais Heights, which the Sheriff's Department patrols, and White Bear Lake is technically right at that intersection. So, or very close. Not exactly right. The intersection is more 96 in Centerville, but and over White Bear Lake 61. Well, apparently they had been looking for this guy. His car had pinged. I'm guessing it was either car or phone that was pinging. Had pinged in their jurisdiction, so they had been notified by the Onalaska PD to go look for him. So they had been looking for him earlier. So when this call came out that he was located in Vadnais Heights, they ran over there. They were all keyed up, and they found him leaving Vadnais Heights on County Road E, leaving the Summit Orthopedic area, which is in Vadnais Heights. And they found him, and they followed him north of 35.
And it was nice that an unmarked was who spotted him and was able to just discreetly follow him until more cars could get to the area.
But we joke with each other about when one jurisdiction is in the other jurisdiction about poaching, which of course is a term that people are in lands hunting that they shouldn't be. But we welcome the White Bear Lake being in Vadnais Heights, and they welcome us. It's a cooperative thing. But anytime a good arrest comes out of them being in Vadnais, we have to give them a little.
Oh, you have to give them some grief.
Yeah.
And let them know you catch them, you clean them.
Well, they had enough there. They had a lot of White Bear squads there.
Yeah, they did.
Sergeant was there.
The female out of the vehicle crying and picking up pieces.
So we are getting off on Highway 14 up here in Lino Lakes. We don't get up to Lino Lakes very often, but as long as we're up here, I'm going to give a little shout out to Eagle Brook Church. My wife and I and son have attended Eagle Brook Church up here, and probably the finest preacher I've ever heard was Bob Merritt. I don't know if you've ever heard him speak, but Bob Merritt's the pastor that built the Eagle Brook Church.
Is he still with the
collect? He retired last year, but still preaches once in a while. Sorry about that. But I gotta tell you, I've never been more impressed with a preacher and a man that could connect with people than Bob Merritt of Eagle Brook Church. And he's got several other pastors, and there are other ones that do an outstanding job. But I just have to give a shout out. It's about a mile and a half up, here to the northwest of here, the main campus in Lino. And they have several other campuses throughout the metropolitan area as well. It's an amazing church. But Bob Merritt, he lives in White Bear Township, and on occasion he self-admits that he speeds on Buffalo there. So I was thinking about making a sign that said "Slow down, Bob." Slow down, Bob. Putting it up there. Got a wonderful family. Thanks for all your service, Bob. If you're listening, or if somebody close to you is listening.
2228. 5185. 5181.
Yeah, Liz has been going to Eagle Brook for many, many years. Bob was the best, but says Jason is doing a great job as lead passenger.
Jason is doing an awesome job, and he's much younger, does a great job. But I guess maybe it's my old guyness. Yeah, for my kids, I like that Jason is great.
Yes, that's correct, Cheryl. Onalaska's Wisconsin, not Alaska. It's a city in Wisconsin.
Yeah, how do you think you name your city on Alaska?
That's a good question. We're going to have to research that. Anyone know why Onalaska was named that? Let us know.
Hey, by the way, right here, this spot south of 14 was one of the only spots I ever ran out of gas on a chase. Right here.
With the county?
No, with the St. Paul. Yeah, probably nowadays you can't go this far. Ran out of St. Paul chase. Motorcycle went off, came back, ran out of gas. And back then the state patrol could pull over and they had a hose that they could pump a gallon of gas right from your car, right from their gas tank. That was pretty cool. So on Alaska.
Nothing on it yet. Still waiting to hear. It's right by La Crosse, I guess. I didn't know that.
Now, when you're southbound on 35, you cannot get off on County Road J. You got to really take the County Road back. But just as long as you can see that big sign, the Imagine Theater is open. In fact, that stayed open. It used to be a White Bear Township Theater. And it stayed open pretty much all through when it could, through the COVID pandemic.
And did you say they're open now?
Yeah, they're open now. I can't wait to get back into the theater, Pat.
I like movies in the theater.
There's a movie out now with Johnny Depp called City Lies. I know you didn't love The Little Things, with Denzel Washington.
I didn't love it.
But City Lies looks pretty good.
City Lies.
Forrest Whitaker and Johnny Depp. It's a police show, and it's about Tupac and Biggie, the murder.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how much it's based on truth, but the trailers suggest that the police really didn't want to solve the murder.
Well, I've read a good bit on the lead LAPD investigator on the case.
Yep.
And he did amazing work on that. He pretty much solved it, but being able to prove it is, of course, as we all know, a different thing.
That might be the angle. Depp might play that angle because he's retired, and then people are asking why it wasn't solved, and he's coming back and telling, all his theories.
Okay.
We should go see that.
I'd love to.
So we are headed back in on 35E.
Coming back if they haven't already.
Oh, we've just got an answer on Alaska. It's a historic village in Polk County. It's a name. Now this is kind of odd, but okay. It's a name that seems to have floated into East Texas from somewhere else. Oh, wait a minute. That's Onalaska, Texas. But if they believe, regardless though, it's believed to come from Unalaska, which is an Aleutian Aleutian indigenous word meaning dwelling together harmoniously.
Okay.
I like that.
All right. Let's go with that one.
We're going to go with that.
Last go again.
Someone else says it comes from the poem by Thomas Campbell.
3737.
I learned a lot on these rides.
Yeah.
534.
And the poem is called The Pleasures of Hope. And the original spelling in the poem was Unalaska, an Aleutian Island fishing village. So both
Okay, 22,
angles are correct, it sounds like. Awesome.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Well, we're getting all kinds of information here. It was originally founded
360.
by Thomas Rowe from New York, who came here in 1851. It was a big lumber town back in the day. And
2234.
Thomas Rowe liked the line Unalaska from La Palme.
96,
So he
84,
named
go
it.
ahead. I don't know. The LEC is 2234.
Okay, somebody mentioned the town of Homer, Alaska,
I've been there.
and they say it is referred to as a quaint drinking village with a fishing problem.
I can vouch for that. That was on my wife's bucket list a few years ago, going to Alaska. So we did fly in there. We took the train to Stewart. I think it's Stewart. And then we went deep sea fishing. And when they say deep sea, they're talking 600 feet.
Wow.
To catch a halibut, and we caught a lot of halibut. Okay. So let me tell you.
I know why you did it.
For my wife.
Just for the halibut.
Well, I love... Good one. Just for the halibut. So that was a good one. But, no, it was a fascinating experience, the train ride, you know, down there from... I can't remember whether we landed in Fairbanks or Alaska, but whichever one is further south. The train ride down to Stewart and Homer, and then we got on a cruise and toured those inner islands that you can't get to any other way.
Yeah.
Hiked 2.5 hours to the Mendenhall Glacier, and then actually hiked under the glacier, which was pretty cool.
That's very cool.
Under 30 feet of ice. There was caves under there. I think I mentioned this before. My wife and son did the zip lining when they were there, but I wasn't eligible for the zip line.
5181 arriving.
So we are southbound on 35E. By the way, sometimes the backseaters tell me that I make them car sick. Well, sometimes my wife tells me that too, when she's actually in the car. But Pat never complains.
I just know to grab this thing above the door.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say that I've never actually been car sick from a drive. But I got seasick out there in Alaska fishing for those halibut. Up and down, up and down. I've never been seasick before in my life, but that did it.
Oh, I bet.
4 hours of halibut fishing. It might have been 6 hours, I don't know. So I went into the cabin and just tried to, after I got rid of everything inside. My wife and kid, they didn't get sick. So here's the rest of the story.
Okay.
4279, I copy not to be alarmed. 954 right street.
So we get our halibut shipped back in a cooler.
Okay.
We put it in our refrigerator. We go out of town for 3 days to visit my daughter.
Oh, no.
Storm knocks out the power.
Oh, no.
Yeah, storm knocks out the power. The refrigerator melts. Everything melts.
Can you show me out with 337 William
Entire
Mary
cooler
Nora,
of beautiful
westbound
halibut.
36 ramp off of White Bear.
Let's just face it. Is that your daughter?
Copy the westbound 36 ramp off of White Bear at 2238.
My whenever you two are in the same quadrant, something happens. You and your daughter.
Seems like it.
So, but anyhow, yeah, halibut's a wonderful tasting fish. It's not real fishy. Oh, we had some king salmon in there too. Power got knocked out. There you have it.
And halibut is one of my favorite fish.
Yeah.
That's heartbreaking.
2372, covering route to the DOC at
What'd you have when you and Joe went out last night?
For a vehicle that was parked on Lexington,
I had a cornmeal crusted catfish.
Was that Baltimore or where'd you go?
Handsome Hog.
Handsome Hog. That's right.
On top of cheesy grits. And we had some, you know what poutine is.
Well,
the fries
if I
with
don't,
the gravy.
I'm not going to say I don't.
It's the fries with the gravy. Well, they do an amazing version here. They do these crispy potato wedges covered with a sausage gravy and Fresno peppers. It was pretty amazing.
Hey, by the way, thank you for all your comments about whether or not we've succeeded in improving community relations. It's really important for us. We don't just ask for those comments just for the sake of, getting them. Number one, we only want to do this if it's making a difference. Number two, other elected officials read these comments and
She's in the shower with the door locked.
they get a feel for what we're doing and whether it's making a difference, because there are skeptics out there. So your comments help them get an opinion as to whether what we're doing is making a difference. So we greatly appreciate when you chime in on those, when we ask, when you chime in, because we can take those comments and make sure the other elected officials know that this is a success, and other cities, to be frank. We've got a lot of calls from other cities and jurisdictions asking how we do this, and it's not really overly complicated, which some people have a hard time believing. It's just a phone. I'm going to get gas here, Pat. We're about empty.
All right.
I apologize.
That's a good idea.
We don't want to be out of gas. We don't want to be out of gas. But anyhow, thanks for your comments. And I also want to say that for the most part, everybody has adopted the kindness routine and people aren't being overly critical. But there are some people that make fake Facebook accounts just to come on and just to rip others.
Yeah.
So let us know if you see those. If you see some comments that seem unkind, disrespectful, look at their page, and if it seems like they're not a real person, let us know and we'll get them blocked.
If you can, take a screenshot of it and send it to that text number we gave you tonight.
We are going to get some gasoline, and then we're going to have to go hit the street and get a cheese dog or something. Pat, you can...
I'm going to take a look at some of the texts.
Yeah. And if you haven't, what is it, 10:42, if you haven't shared this yet tonight, if you wouldn't mind just sharing this feed with your friends.
360. I had the wrong squad number 360. You can disregard. Which is squad calling? That's for 366 LEC at Old Hill.
If you've been texting us for a while,
366 copy LEC,
and you put your name at the very beginning of the text, if you send a new text, put your name in there too, so we don't have to go way back to see you there.
373.
Hey Isaac, no, I was never in the military. I became a police officer when I was 20 years old. Started off in San Antonio, Texas. And Bob was a very good football player in high school and at Hamlin University. Oh, thanks for the halibut recipe. That does look good. Thank you very much.
Update for the silver minivan in the driveway is going to be belonging to Comp. As far as the know, female is still inside. Comp will be waiting at the door to let officers in.
Clear traffic.
This is more. There's a few Onalaskas. There's one near Portland, Oregon, too. Hey, Willie, how are you?
1127.
Yeah. 245.
Hi, Doug. We like cracking jokes too. We hope we're funny sometimes. Pam, thank you for your service and corrections. Eddie Fitz, how are you? Thanks for watching us.
114.
2372.
2372.
Can you clear this one out, GOA, and I'll take the 911 hang up. I'm in the area.
Dennis and Marie Rout are going to be celebrating their 43rd anniversary on April 1st. Dennis Jr. wants us to give you a shout out. Well, happy anniversary. That's awesome. Congratulations. Thanks, Bob. Thanks for the information.
2162 Tango.
KJ just do an accident hit and run. I'll be clear report. You can send me the welfare check. How are you?
Appreciate it, Willie. Mark, thanks for watching. Craig, watching from Playa del Carmen.
Female in the rear, baseball field, yelling at herself.
Thanks for being with us.
Outside, no description. 23 back.
2165. I'll head over that.
Copy 61 disregard.
We are back on the road. You know, if we get hit from the rear, it's going to be a big explosion. That's 21 gallons. That thing took
21 gallons.
21 gallons, man.
Holy smokes.
Let's make sure that doesn't happen.
2247.
21 gallons. Well, some people say that you're less likely to go have an explosion when the tank is full because there's not as much oxygen. Have you heard that?
Yes.
So,
the fumes are what usually blow up.
So that's a
Thanks, Scott.
I'm surprised that guy didn't run, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me too.
That was good. That was good that he didn't. But I'm surprised. But I'm also glad. I've heard about Alaska, Wisconsin before, but
8196, 8197.
Former St. Paul Police Chief Tom Smith. I understand you might be watching us tonight.
Hey, Tommy.
How are you?
We love you, man.
Love you and miss you.
Yeah, great chief. And
he's a great street cop too.
yeah, when I went back to the PD, I had the pleasure of working for him. Great street cop as well. And you know, the thing that will always stand out in Tom, I think he's still doing it, is he put a lot of time working with kids on the west side over there at Humboldt.
Yeah, spent pretty much his whole life
mentoring and reading to kids. And if we're ever going to beat this crime trend, that really is the most important thing we can do. So I saw Tom, maybe he can tell us what he's doing. I saw he's doing some other work in some other field. I forget who it's with. I don't know if it's the federal government. He's got something else going on, because that guy's got a lot of energy, a lot of energy left. He's not going to just fade into retirement. But thanks for your kindness to me when I came back to St. Paul, Tom. I appreciate that. Anytime you lose an election and you come back, it's good to have a person that's kind enough. He allowed me to work in the watch commander's office for a transition back to St. Paul. And I love that there, you know. Then he asked me to go back to burglary and work on the burglary problem, which I love that too. So he always treated me with kindness. So
you guys did some good work in that burglary unit.
Bravo 140 guilty.
I have a lot of respect for him. We'll call that orange. Give people the benefit of the doubt when they're close, when they're not speeding up. A lot of people rush to try to speed through the intersection,
and that's when it's the most dangerous.
The most dangerous. If you're coasting and you just barely catch the law is on intersections, as long as a portion of your vehicle touches the crosswalk, either a marked crosswalk with now Pat's got his head on a swivel. We're looking for all these stolens. Touches a portion of the crosswalk, that you're technically in the intersection. If there isn't a marked crosswalk, then it's the sidewalk. If there isn't a sidewalk or a marked crosswalk, then it's an extension of the road curb. So that's where the intersection begins. If you're in the intersection before it turns red, you're not in violation. Not in violation. So that's how that works. And if for some of you, and you know, we know some of you, like to be picky or give Pat and I a little grief, but our standard has always been that we don't. If your car comes to a speed that's less than walking speed, we don't consider that a rolling stop for the purpose of stopping and taking you. Now, if you're more than walking speed, that's a different thing. But you know, Pat and I try to use some common sense out here, and it's once in a while you say, oh, you didn't stop that guy or did this, but the point is that we're looking for serious violations. We're not looking for minor violations. Yeah. Speed generally, I mean, most officers won't stop anybody under 10. Sometimes it's 7. I would say 7 is kind of 7 miles per hour is kind of the low threshold. Some officers use 15. Minnesota has the ability to write administrative tags if it's 10 or under, and then it doesn't go on your official record. You can pretty much count on getting a tag if you're more than 20 over. But every officer is different.
I did not know this. I just got a message that Tom Smith is the new training director at the BCA.
That's what it was. Yes. I saw him post on there. That's what it was.
Congratulations.
Yep, that's what it was.
Good man for the job.
We're westbound on University Avenue, just past Dale. Thanks, Tom. Thanks for keeping my number. Yeah, that's one thing about, you know, chiefs. You like to have a chief with some street experience, right?
Absolutely.
And that's what Tom had.
He brought a lot of street experience to the job.
Yeah. But also did a great job with community relations. And, such a huge part of our job. All right, well, let's get serious about radio traffic here.
Is that on 1?
Put that on 1.
I'll go to 3.
Put this on 2. So, you know, the temperature's back up to 43 degrees.
Yep.
That's weird because it was down to 39.
Yep, it's warming up till about midnight, and then it's going to cool down a little bit.
It is.
Yep.
Did Ren Claire send you a message or what?
364
Channel 5?
364. We're going to go southbound Burr from Case, Minnesota 717 Whiskey Lima Zulu.
Southbound Burr from Case.
Copy, south on Burr from Case 2255.
So in St. Paul, we now, in Minneapolis, we now have light rail. You can see the white lights are coming toward us. It's our University Avenue light rail. Runs from downtown Minneapolis through the University of Minnesota campus over to downtown St. Paul. Then there's another spike that runs from downtown Minneapolis down out through the Mall of America.
2255.
And they're, of course, working on another spike going out through Hopkins.
Nice.
That's what we're looking for?
That's from last night, by the way.
That is the car?
The car.
Still looking for it?
Yep.
Information for squad call. Kenny channels
That's a
attached
Kia?
for a short break at 2255.
That's a Corolla.
Still starts with a hard sound. Corolla, Kia. So it sounds like the coronavirus, they're both on one hand loosening things up, on the other hand worried about the variants, huh?
Yep.
And I don't know.
How is your dog doing? How's Rocco?
That's a good question.
376, good.
So my wife did in fact take Rocco to the vet the next day after a 2-hour wait in line. What are you doing?
Here in a sec. Coming up to Maryland. It's looking to go eastbound. Not pursuing. It's eastbound Magnolia.
Okay, Maryland probably needs pain. We better get the plate. Let's see if we can get
171 X-ray Delta November.
There we go. 171 X-ray Delta November.
And they just bailed eastbound.
Oh, just bailed out of the car.
Copy, occupants just bailed.
You looking for a pen?
Yep.
The magic pen?
3647.
Any pen.
Copy.
I'll find one. Stop.
Just had a short pursuit. Not technically a pursuit because he never put his red lights and siren on, but the suspects knew that
376, how many occupants you got?
him, so they bailed over there near Maryland in Payne, I think, or Magnolia in Payne.
Unknown right now. Looks like there's a bullet hole in the windshield here.
Bike. Or cart.
Copy. Possible bullet hole in the windshield of the stolen vehicle. Still 10-3, 2257.
Hi there.
Hi.
Canine permanent.
How y'all doing?
Okay, yeah.
You got quite the load. You guys have a good weekend.
Thank you.
And what's the final stop location of the bail?
Barkway. They were on Barkway.
We're in front of 1485. Volume is low. I copy 1485.
Oh, it is a stolen.
Perimeter.
It's the 171. You got it on our list? No?
Nope. Not one of the carjacked vehicles.
Are you getting Heather's text?
No.
Okay.
Black male driver.
Let's see what we got
Put
here.
up, he's wearing a blue face mask.
That's your number, so you should
Wait a second. Let me check
378.
here.
Hazelwood and Ramsey.
should be getting.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I did.
I
My
told
bad.
her to put you on the group
Yeah.
with you and I. So.
Copy, we need Hazelwood to the east, Barclay to the west. Driver was a black male with his hood up, blue face mask.
Well, the good news is, here's the good news. We're
Code
starting to have
4
some
in the area.
impact. They're fleeing on
County
foot
code for searching the area at 2259.
more in St. Paul rather than fleeing.
2165. Match with the description. Just inside of the entrance of 120 Demont. We're going to check and see if it's her.
Not dispatched yet. Check to see if it is.
Yep.
Copy, for squad's info, the vehicle has a bullet hole through the windshield and the vehicle smells of fresh gunpowder, 2259.
Well, sounds like they just
That last
might have
squad
just
covering an intersection.
done a drive-by.
You check on flight. Squad 19 on the block.
31, copy, checking on flight.
That's 2300.
310.
So we are eastbound
310 Ames in Hazelwood.
on Thomas Avenue.
373. We're Hazelwood, Magnolia. What was the final stopping point?
From Lexington.
What was the last direction they were in?
Copy, suspect ran north.
Imagine my sense of disappointment, Pat, when I reach behind the seat and I grab this
321
plastic
Hazelwood
bottle and
Avenue.
it's water.
364 mechanic.
Would you like a do?
Oh, good. It's probably good for me.
Squad 600. Send me that call, please.
Copy, and 321's Hazelwood and Ivy, 364 mechanic in Etna. And we're checking on flight.
So they're checking on flight. They got kids that ran from the stolen. Obviously, the helicopter's hugely important. We're at Thomas and Victoria here. Willard should be closing, huh?
Right now.
11 o'clock?
Right now.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that is.
Can you amend your phone number for ground contact for flight?
Yeah.
So the helicopter always asks you here they want a ground contact so they can talk to someone on the ground.
They just want
We're gonna
one
be calling
person
now.
to be
They
able to
usually ask
coordinate
right away
with
for a ground
to
contact.
avoid confusion.
Yeah, damn it.
Or you want to give it to me on channel 4, we can do that.
376. I'll just message.
How do we do tonight?
We're doing great.
Good.
Hey, Tony. How are you, brother?
All right, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm taking good care of him. Just like she's taking care of you. Nice you brought your daughter with you.
Have a good night.
You too.
See you later.
Thanks.
127.
897 St. Paul Avenue. Taylor Williams Realty. Unknown alarm. Unknown audible or silent covering the back door.
Whoa.
Received.
Alright, we'll find a spot down there.
2303.
Not a good idea.
Ames and to the west of Hazelwood would be good.
I hear yelling. But we're 20 numbers away. Think that car was yelling at her?
Copy, 326,
Yeah.
we'll take that.
I can't wait till it's like 65 all the time. We can have our windows open nonstop.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that looks similar to what I just showed you a picture
All
of.
right.
And 376, I don't know if my partner is, but it's definitely fresh blow hole through the windshield. Car smells like gunpowder.
Looking for 478 on the numbers.
fresh bullet hole through the windshield. Car smells of fresh.
Tail lights look wrong, but I'm not 100% sure. Clear right.
We're looking for a number of stolens, carjacked cars here at the Midway. So
because there was a small wooden area and truck was inside in the area.
Actually, on our way to a call down here on Sherburne.
Ames Hazelwood.
What kind of car? I like when we can figure out what kind of car that
I think
is.
I want to run that.
327 Ames in Hazelwood.
It's a Infinity.
Mike Hotel 989.
Squad 118, I copy you're en route and we'll be advising on the criminal damages of property 1374 Minnehaha Avenue West for people that are trying to steal Cadillacs and a burger. Left westbound on Minnehaha. Request an area check at 2304.
311 Prosperity and Ivy.
They take off again.
Well,
might have thought we were the ops.
I think they might have been watching us. Who knows? So we're all good?
Still waiting on it.
Copy 370 with 376 in K9 at 2304.
Well, there's one without lights. We got a lot of options around here, man.
I'm telling you.
Let me know when you got it.
A lot of turning around, isn't he?
Well,
376, do we have a color on the hoodie?
maybe he's an expert in the 27.2.
CarMax clear. No hits.
And a dark colored hoodie with a blue circle on back.
Well, let's get back to that other one, huh?
Yeah.
Surgical mask.
See what we got going here.
Correction, surgical mask.
376, any luck on flight?
So, got a foot pursuit over there on the east side off of Barclay
We're on the home
and
estate now.
Magnolia. The housing project over there.
Alright.
Over here, we just got a lot of traffic over here in the Midway. Clearly, people are out and about, huh, Pat?
Yeah, definitely.
Lots of cars. This is the early version of Bar Rush because our bars here close at 11 right now. Well, everybody's out making their move. So make sure my O light works.
Always got to be sure of that. Just the way some of these cars are maneuvering down by Willards has me a little concerned.
Yeah.
Like there's people looking for each other.
Let's see what happened to that
301
call
will be at Case
first.
and Barclay.
Sherburne.
301 copy Case and Barclay, 2307.
You just never know anymore if someone's gonna shoot out their window, do you?
Nope.
That's the thing.
See if I can find an update here.
St. Paul Channel 3 is now patched.
So that car is
Tap
probably parked
2
in front of the
for assistance from State Patrol
that location. It doesn't look like the squad is
perimeter
here.
on a suspect who fled
I don't
from
think they
a
left yet. Right?
2307.
Right there.
Drive down the alley real quick. This is probably, this reminds me pretty much the most of when we were here working nights.
Yeah.
I mean, we do a lot more Main Street stuff now, but when we were working nights down here, it was pretty much Sherburne, Edmond, Charles.
Up and down the streets, the alleys, the side streets. Stopping and talking to people. This is GOA cleared out.
Looking for anything unusual. It's all about finding things unusual, and that's one of the things I think a lot of people don't realize, that when an officer works a district for such a long time, he is an expert on his district or her district, and
you know when stuff's out of place.
And a lot of people have a hard time understanding that. Well, why did you do that?
118.
Well, because
118.
I've been patrolling here for 15 years, and I've never seen that happen at that location.
GOA. I want you to send me
And
the AOA. I'm on scene. I'll let you know.
So the education and the expertise that officers develop.
What color is that right in front of us?
I'll find out. It's going to pull over for you. Going to pull over.
That's nice of them.
Right in front of Willard's there. Give you a shot at.
631, we're starting the track.
Nothing we're looking for.
So they're starting a track over there on Magnolia and Barkley.
631, starting K9 track 2310.
So, I guess, Tony, I'm just going to say, so let me get this straight. You make her drive the truck. You make her drive the truck?
Oh, that ain't my girl.
What, you want that other one?
Nah. I think they're just leaving the bar.
172.
I've gotten some comments that we're buffering, but I haven't seen any buffering at all. If you're listening, maybe let us know how it looks at your end, but well, maybe we are a little bit.
What do you got there? Is that the track?
Yeah.
Heavy northbound from the stop 2311.
Well, we'll get you out of this little area that we're in. We are going to invest in a what do you call it? The booster?
Signal booster.
Signal booster at some point, but we have pretty good luck usually.
All right, we were in a little bit of a dead spot for a little bit. We seem to be out of it now.
Well, how's the picture look? Pretty good?
I think the picture looks great.
It is funny. I mean, I don't know.
And I don't have anyone north of Magnolia other than 378 at Maryland and Hazelwood.
386, I'll go to Barkley and Maryland.
You know, you think back to computers.
Copy 386, Barkley, Maryland.
You know, I mentioned that I bought one of the first PC computers in 1982.
Right.
IBM really created them in 81.
West of 1505.
Can you hear us now? We got the text that
383, we're positioned at Barkley in Maryland.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us now, Mike?
Anyhow, you think about how far we've come in 40 years with computers. My first one in 1982. And no matter how much improvement we make, we still get frustrated with the technology.
Right. I think you'd be quite the computer whiz having gotten one in 82.
Yeah, I told you I still have my first boxes of MS-DOS.
Trooper 5 to St. Paul, we are approximately 2.5 minutes out. How can we be of service?
DOS stood for Disk Operating System. I don't know if you knew that.
I remember that.
Disk Operating System.
North of
I have the original.
1505 Magnolia. We got an active track in the area here.
Active track, 1505 Magnolia.
Got 4 guys here. Be your contact.
Problem over there is there's a lot of places they can dip into. See, I never use the word dip ever, but I have a 15-year-old. So,
and you probably are starting to use dip more and more.
I don't know if that makes me cool or insecure. Right. Dip.
Trooper 5, you copy that traffic?
Eastbound on front playground here between Dale and Western.
Mike says we look good now.
Trooper 5 did not copy the current mission.
Trooper 5, they have an active track and they're in the lot north of 1505 Magnolia.
1505 Magnolia.
2314.
We got to get over there to the airport and have an interview with the trooper, the helicopter pilots.
Yeah, we do.
It would be so cool to see how they have that map overlay system that tells them.
That's amazing. They didn't have that when I retired.
Copy, working north.
And I've seen it in operation. It is amazing.
Yeah.
They can tell you exactly what address they are over top of.
370, can you hear me better? Affirmative.
Better, thank
You can start for an alarm 2353 Young Man Avenue, Plaza Apartments.
Young Man Avenue.
The old days it was Youngman.
In route. Your squad that can assist 113.
183.
2350.
I might as well drive down there. I was going to head over to the east side, but
I'm not sure if they're arguing or not there.
I don't think they are, but it's always good to check. Looks like they're having
they're hugging.
They're hugging.
Hi.
I don't think she knew that we were cops.
I don't think she did.
Everybody.
How you doing? Not young. I learned that from you.
You did good. It's universal. The one place that never seems really to empty out at 11 is Bourne's, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Or it does empty out. It usually empties in the street.
370, for 15 on the north side of 1499 Magnolia.
Copy, working eastbound on the north side of 1499 Magnolia.
Squad 516, I copy en route for disturbance. 899, Cleveland Avenue South, Cleveland High Rise. Vertex 911 for a loud machine type noise in unit 1104. Looks like a squad that comes
Seems like everybody's in a decent mood, huh?
Yeah, nobody fussing, fighting, yelling.
Rice Street, actually, we're parked right in front of Bourne's. They do have the lights off. Everybody's leaving or left.
500 7th Street, use the Holiday gas station, and a 911 hang-up. Drunk advised he was on his way to the address, and that another vehicle was there who had rammed into it. For phone history, there's a dangerous condition incident earlier where a cop was in a black
Kim, thank
sedan
you for your
being
kind
followed by a
words.
white sedan.
And thank you to
100,
your
the white
uncle
sedan.
for his service.
Unknown if it was the same one, was involved in a shot fired, and a black sedan earlier was involved in carjacking. Unknown if any of that is related.
Missed that.
Holiday there on East 7th Street, right out of downtown. There's some conflict going on, and it's possibly related to an earlier shots fired.
And possibly one of the carjackings.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know why 100 jumped on. One of the sergeants thought it might be related. Normally they don't jump in there unless they have
Information for 72-hour fixed
some type of information that's valuable, right?
Right. Assault and strangulation. Subject is a SAW, Poe, 1986, 10-8. Asian male, 5'10", 110 pounds. Information 2319.
Copy, working northbound from 1499 Magnolia, 2319.
See if I can get some more details on that.
Yep. I think what they said was that there's a lot of cars with the holiday, man. I gotta make a run through there. Just because we're closer here. There's a lot of energy in here. Everybody's here. I like to think that because we're here as often as we are, there's not shootings and stuff here. You know?
Oh, we definitely keep
From 1128 Parkway.
things quieter than they would be.
Yeah. It's a ton.
Copy, eastbound from 1128 Parkway, 2320.
You're live.
What's
You're
going
live.
on? Good to see you.
I like that belt.
You're classing up the place tonight, aren't you? Hey, are you with her or not?
2-1.
Are you with? Huh?
2-1.
Sound like it? I don't know. Is she with you? That's the question. You know. Huh?
935 November Juliet.
I asked him if he was with you.
That'd be 2321.
Well, jump in front of the camera.
Show that belt in front of the camera.
Yeah, do your little do your dance up, huh?
If y'all want no live.
Yeah.
If y'all want no live.
Well, no, we're on live right there. Okay, well, we're missing out then.
Have a good night.
Huh? You notice how every single car is parked back in, Pat?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at this 3-year-old. This one's back. They're parked back in. I mean, it is easier to park when you're back in. Apparently, there was a problem here. But did you see that right there?
Yep.
I don't know what that's about.
Boom!
What?
I see you on ride, motherfucker.
Why are you giving me the finger?
I see you on ride, Wesley. I'm busting your ass.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm busting your ass.
Why are you giving me the finger?
Listen, just make sure my permit is valid.
What?
Fletcher.
What?
Fletcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. Fletcher, I'm about to DM you and talk so much shit tonight.
You gonna direct message me?
I ain't driving, so I'm safe.
Oh, that's not your middle finger.
I'm about to say the girl with the long ass braids.
I like it.
Yeah, you better fucking like
I
me.
do-
You're from the hood.
I like it. I like
You're
it.
from the hood. You better like
I
me.
know. Well, come on out and talk to us for crying out
I'm
loud.
about to write you and talk shit tonight.
What?
I'm about to write you and talk shit tonight. I'm gonna be like, Fletcher! She gonna hold your live.
What?
Fletcher 1328.
Do you want the camera? Can show us your braids. I'll get the camera on you.
Just for squad info.
Hey, one other thing. I want that smile too.
2172 West Irvine First Towers.
Who does?
Callers on a
Who
for your
does? Oh, how you doing, buddy?
Caller said there's a one that
Hang on 1 second. Come back.
so that she would take care of her.
Oh, she's gonna twerk.
Black female, 28 years old, 5'6".
Tell your fiance.
Signaled with long
I
braids,
just want to see the
red,
hair.
Coat with leggings. Passing on the 7th floor.
Hey, tell your fiance thanks.
271 to
Thanks.
one of these townhouses south of Ames on his one.
Thanks, partner, for sticking up for me. Thank you very much.
Even you do your job, but you let people do what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna do your job if you have to, but you just be, you know, people be trying to have fun,
That's the
and
key.
you know, they could be involved, and that be the bullshit. But you know, people don't mean it.
We just
you know
we just want to stop them from hurting each other.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Thanks, buddy. What's your first name?
My name is Andre.
Andre, I'm Bob. Thank you. That's Pat.
Yeah, I know. I see him. I hear him in the background when y'all be talking. I be watching. That's how you know I be watching.
There you go. Take care, Andre.
I know that y'all be cool.
Thanks, Andre. Thanks a lot. Nice to meet you.
Nathaniel, your mom Rebecca tells us you're watching us. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate you.
Side of 1110 Bartlett.
What do we got here? Somebody's getting a car jump?
Side of 1110 Barclay, 2325.
Car help, yeah.
Yep.
The tobacco shop's not as busy as usual, is it?
Hey, now.
Hey, how's it going?
There's an old school Caprice.
Yeah, I drove one of those for like 6 months when I first got elected. They're not great over 110.
And they're horrible on the snow.
Well, that's a nice looking car there. That Buick got a front left crashed in. You know, the thing I gotta say, Pat, is I don't know exactly, but it seems like a lot of people left when we pulled in.
I wonder why that would be.
Andre was a nice man.
6-1, call 4.
Push for 2326.
The 510
Copy 2326.
That's the holiday.
Is there more to it?
Checking.
Yeah.
Yeah. 376 are still working these courtyards.
I think we should have a substation right there at the Holiday.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Well, it could be a community relations substation.
Mm-hmm.
376, you advise you're still working the courtyards there? Copy, 2327.
So we're at University and Rice. About to go east on University. Maybe I'll do a cameo appearance at the Capitol as long as we're here. For those
Why not?
out-of-staters that appreciate the beauty of
Push
our
5321526.
Minnesota Capitol. Yeah, you betcha. You betcha.
20 Exchange Street, Central Towers on the DOC. Campus security calling saying that someone took his bicycle. Will be an Indian male in his 2511 wearing a green jacket, busting in front of the building. 3032.
537.
2328.
537, you can cancel them.
Copy both spots, you can clear.
Copy, rear of 1510 Rose, 2328.
Copy, thank you.
2328.
They're still tracking those suspects over there in the area of Barclay Magnolia where they fled. Got the helicopter up, got the dog on a scent.
Those dogs do some amazing work.
Wait, didn't I? Well, based upon it earlier tonight with all that chase activity and carjackings, I thought it'd be a little busier at this point, but...
Well, bars did just close.
Yeah, a good point. Well, we should probably, after we swing by the cap, we'll go down to the bars, check the bars out first. The Capitol's going to look the same.
Road 962, checking your status.
So we're headed into the downtown area of St. Paul. Just went by. Our Capitol's on the right, Regents Hospital on the left.
Copy 2329.
Thank you to all of our nurses at Regents Hospital. We don't thank you enough for the job you guys do over there. Just an outstanding emergency medical facility. One of our deputies was there for almost a week after suffering a major accident, and he is home. I did talk to him on the phone yesterday. His
4-11, I copy now to the disturbance.
are good.
Watts and 2 vehicles playing loud music. 2330.
Said he was able to use the crutches to get out to the mailbox yesterday.
Oh, wow. That's
a little early. I told him
that's impressive.
I told him I was going to get him one of those carts.
Hold on a second. Just go back to
I told him I was going to get one of those carts at Disney, those little carts that you drive around.
Yeah.
You know, to save his leg, you know. And we put a little red light on the front of it. You know what he asked me? Can we put a cage on the back?
Of course he did.
Yeah.
He wants to be back out there already.
A hard worker, yeah. So
370, southbound Barclay from Rose. Copy, southbound Barclay from Rose, 2331.
I'm catching a lot of red lights tonight.
Took one clear system, 211.
Said his wife has been a rock, been very supportive. That's awesome, because it's tough for some wives when you have a near-death experience. And honestly, had he been hit in a slightly different location, a couple more feet to the center of the mass of the car,
yeah,
and I think he would be dead. And we didn't know this that night because we didn't really have any video of it, but I'm probably speaking a little out of turn, but I'm going to say this anyhow. It appears that his vehicle rolled over at least twice. Rolled over twice, maybe 3 times.
Holy smokes.
And you can understand why he didn't remember much of it. That would be a serious roll in a...
No kidding.
Tahoe. So obviously a lot of our officers saw the Tahoe. They're all suggesting maybe we need to have more Tahoes and less Explorers. The Explorer is a great car too. I mean, it all depends what you're using it for. The Explorer has more of the similar size and profile of this Durango. It's a great wide wheelbase and corners really well. It has Explorer has computerized turning, and this has a little more pickup in certain ranges, but the Tahoe is no doubt bigger and probably a little safer in major collisions.
Definitely in that one.
I like the Durango a little better for maneuverability.
This is an pretty impressive whip you got here.
It was funny when there was a shooting at 35 in Roselawn in Maplewood, and multiple casings, and one guy got shot, and so I happened to have my son used to go on ride-alongs before I found count right, you know.
Right.
Count clear right, count clear right. So anyhow, there was a major shooting, and people called in, and I went to the hospital knowing that the victim's probably going to show up there. So we get there, and of course there's a victim, and he's already staggered in, and but the driver of the car is there.
Mm-hmm.
Turn around here.
Nope.
The driver of the car is there, and I got my son with me, and I talked to him, and I said, "So tell me what happened." He said, "Well, we're getting off the exit ramp there, and this car starts shooting at us, and my friend's in the passenger seat, and he says, 'Whip it, Mo, I've been hit.'" Okay, whip it, Mo, whip it. I don't ever you use the term whip. He said, "Whip it, Mo, I've been hit." And so
as long as you're heading that way,
my 15-year-old son uses that term all the time now.
Whip it.
Whip it.
Whip it, Dad.
Whip it, Dad.
Thinking it's a compost pile.
Whip it, Mo,
If
I've
you're
been
heading that way,
hit.
might as well check it out.
He didn't die, he was fine. But whip it, Mo, I've been hit.
We're just on the south side of southwest corner of that garden.
I kind of miss the old bar closings at 1 where we used to come down here, don't you?
Yeah,
Center,
definitely.
Kind of on the east side. Every time I look at it, take the thermals off. It's pitch black, so I can't tell you what it is. But it's a significant heat source, kind of east side, middle of that compost garden.
Squad's copy. Thank you.
366 will be en route.
Copy.
So that's the XL Energy Center, home of the Minnesota Wild, if you haven't been with us before.
Pretty impressive facility.
Fantastic facility. Thanks to the work of then Mayor Norm Coleman and some assistance from Senator Randy Kelly.
For those just joining us, there's a helicopter, the state helicopters on the east side, searching for some suspects who bailed out of a stolen car that has a bullet hole in the windshield and the smell of gunpowder inside it.
I'm betting that maybe that was an accidental discharge when they were trying to figure out what to do with that squad.
Could be.
People don't normally shoot through the windshield. So there will be the Minnesota State High School hockey tournament here soon. Finest high school hockey tournament in the country.
66, I'm out with 654.
We should look up who's playing in the AA. At some point we will. There's all the section final games for AA were on Wednesday night, and actually the seeding should be out now. They seed the first 5 teams, 1 through 5, and then they draw the last 3. Well, at least that's the way they've done it in the past. So you don't have for sure number 8.
And for the K9 team, I did scan the Old National Guard Armory. There's nothing in there, and then the cemetery is to the north of that is also empty.
370 copy.
You looking for the rankings? Is that what you're
Well,
looking
for the seedings, who's going to play who? They should have set the pairings for the state high school hockey tournament.
370.
Pairings for AA, not for single A. Because single A they're still playing. But
I can.
Thank you.
I was going to check it. I thought it'd be posted Thursday.
Get a pick, guys?
How's it going?
How are you?
We're watching it. We've been trying to get a pick with you guys today.
We're going to stop by the Capitol. You can meet us up there. Thank you. So you kind of see the Minnesota state capitol right there. Ramsey County is home to the capital city of St. Paul. St. Paul takes about half of our county geography, and in the northern half there are several multiple suburbs, 7 of which the sheriff's office does primary patrol and then backup and assisting for the other jurisdictions. But we run the jail here, the sheriff's office. There were some people from Canada texting me last week wondering how does it work. Well, the sheriff's office does run the jail here, but we're also responsible, and the jail might process 25,000 people a year here in Ramsey County. Then we also run the court security and bring the prisoners to court.
Negative.
Make sure that they're secure and held pending the outcome of their trial.
To the south of you.
And then we patrol 7 suburbs. We also have a narcotics
We're gonna have to go back
unit
south, and then I'll see Hazelwood
and a
now.
special investigations unit that does a great job tracking career criminals. And where apprehension of felons with warrants is one of our marquee skill sets, in that we have a great team of trackers.
Boy, that apprehension team is something else. They're good.
And if you're leaving any clues, they are going to find you. And it's tough to go completely clueless now anywhere. You know, it's tough to not leave some electronic fingerprint, footprint somewhere. All right, we have a beautiful state capitol and a state capitol complex, which leads over to our beautiful St. Paul Cathedral. We're just going to pause here a minute, get you a little picture of our capitol, and then we're going to get out. Some Facebook followers have asked us if they can take a picture, so we're going to do that as well.
Contact in traffic.
And it's all in the frame.
I do want to push this way though.
Beautiful.
Maybe you can loosen that tape so it's a little bit so it stays there. And get that center of it right in the center.
And I do see the officers inside. I'll guide you to it once you're ready.
I think so.
Be right back. How's it going, folks? Who's this little gal? Oh, thank you. Are you cold?
Mitch Hogue. Found an entrance point, but we'll just wait for you guys. Should we come back that way then, or go back to Hazelwood?
What's her name?
Come up that way.
Emily. Hey, Emily.
She watches you from Thief River when she's at her mom.
You guys already over there.
Thank you very much.
Hot ham and cheese if you guys want them.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Want a picture?
We're coming back to you.
Wherever you'd like.
So you're from Thief, you live here and in Thief River Falls? How's it like, what's it like in Thief River Falls in the winter?
It's really cold. It's not a big city, so there's
I've been there. Here, come up here, we'll get the cat in the background. See if you can get a little flash.
That's a great one.
How's that?
We'll make sure I post this on the page for you guys, too. Awesome.
Now let's do one right in front of the car here.
Okay.
Unknown race female, 56 years old.
Say hi, Em. Thank you very much.
The call
We followed you guys on
one that's currently on. Add theirs, not
too busy.
and you can show us clear.
Appreciate your guys'
Go get it. Stay warm there, Em.
We can go home now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Comes back to 28, copy our suspicious. From 64 jail street on a vehicle.
Nice young lady.
Yeah.
2249.
Nice young lady. Well, I suppose it's time for us to head to the east side.
I think so.
You think so? Our job here is done. I love meeting nice people. You know?
Yeah. Well, thank you, Nancy. We've got the matchups here. We're looking for the 2A
Yep.
on Wednesday. Wayzata versus Hill Murray,
Oh, that's going to be a barn burner. What time is it? Say what time or not?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock on Wednesday. Wayzata versus Hill Murray. Okay.
1 o'clock, Moorhead versus number 3 Lakeville South.
Oh, there's two good Lakeville teams, solid team.
6 p.m. St. Thomas Academy versus Eden Prairie.
Oh, that'll be a barn burner there. There's two great teams.
Any squads that need to
8 p.m. Andover versus Maple Grove.
Hang on a second.
1965-0311. Unknown race
I think
female.
Andover must have beat like Grand Rapids. They're in a section of up in northern Minnesota, and there was. So if you listeners can remind me, because I love those northern teams. I know Moorhead was playing like Roseau or what's the other northern team, and then Andover was playing another. I was hoping there'd be a couple true north teams in this, because I always love seeing those northern teams make it into the state tournament. But so if you can tell us who Andover defeated and who Moorhead defeated, that'd be good. What are you getting? It sounds like you're getting mothballs over there or something.
I'm getting a Tums.
Those Tums.
Any other spots for midnight DOT?
It's funny how things are associated with fun. Like the smell of cut grass for football for me was always exciting. You know.
Oh yeah.
Cut grass and I did think that sounded like the sound of mothballs in a movie theater.
962.
962.
Going to the LEC with a female, mile 7.5.
Happy 26%.
So they're probably going to give up on searching for that guy. The problem is when you bail, when these guys bail, they usually try to bail an area they know some people.
Right.
And so they can easily get inside an apartment. Usually it's a block away, so they run a little bit, hide, dip, and then get into an apartment. So if they get to pick and choose where they bail, they're usually pretty good at finding a place to hide. If they don't get a chance to pick and choose because you're pursuing them,
then you got a better chance to catch them.
that's the problem sometimes when you don't pursue and you lose sight of them, and then when they bail, they didn't actually have much luck seeing where they went. So we are northbound on Jackson Street.
537.
537.
To the lead officer that's walking in there right now, almost immediately to your west, about 25-30 feet.
Arguing and being loud, possibly 3 to 4 people.
Copter's still trying to find some hot spots up there for infrared, forward-looking infrared. It's called FLIR, which can detect body heat, animal heat, open drains down to the sewer heat. Pretty amazing technology.
It really is.
Little zigzag there on Jackson. By the way, we are going to do an overtime section, but don't expect us to do a 9, 10, 11, 12 hour one. Whew.
Yeah.
That
was brutal.
Well, it wasn't so much brutal as just you don't realize, you enjoy doing it, but then you try to get some good sleep after that. It
wasn't brutal while we were doing it.
Yeah, right. It caught up with us afterward.
They beat Grand Rapids to make it to the state tourney.
They did.
Yep.
That was for Andover.
Correct.
And then Moorhead, I was wondering who Moorhead beat, because that would be a good game too. I think it was Roseau, but I'm not positive. Roseau might be.
Moorhead, yep. Moorhead played Roseau.
Yeah, so I mean, it's always nice to see those Rozos and Grand Rapids come and be in the tournament. A lot of those northern teams have gone to Class A, so we'll see more of them in the Class A tournament, just because of school size. But that's going to be a great tournament. Hill Murray won it last year, so they probably. I mean, I watched that White Bear game. Hill Murray is a very laughing.
Yep.
Very talented team. Very talented team. Actually, Mike Whistler's son, Inspector Whistler, who works with us, his son Matthew's on that team. On the Hill Murray team.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
He's
Yes,
a
he
10th
is.
grader. He got some playing time. He's a great player, good skater, and better skater than his dad was. Oh, he played great. Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting little fact.
What's that?
In Oregon, FLIR is used to assess beehive populations.
That's fascinating.
Interesting.
So congratulations to Matthew Whistler for making it to the... Coach Lechner always finds a way to make it to that tournament. You've been doing it for years over there. Coach Schaffhauser, Coach Lechner. But there won't be many fans in the audience this year. I don't know what the numbers are going to be pumped up to. I don't know if they finally made an agreement on that. So we are on the east side of St. Paul. St. Paul has 3 radio frequencies. When we're over here on the east side, we switch to channel 3. It's our primary radio when we're over here.
So I'll put this one. Where are you at?
I'm at 1, but I can.
You're on 1?
Yep.
I'll go to 2.
So we're monitoring the 3 busiest frequencies when we're in the city. We are eastbound on Maryland. They still do have the perimeter up here, but the longer it goes, the less likely they're actually hiding in the cold.
arrived, 9.0.
2652.
Yeah, they actually, in the Class A this year, I don't think the final games have been played in the Class A yet, but Gentry Academy, they built a school up in Vadnais when I was the mayor there. And we approved their school. They had a great facility up there on County Road E and 61. And they've been playing in some of these, I don't know, AAA leagues for a while. But the parents, the Lucius parents, founded the school. And their son, which I've been watching Chaz for a while. There's an elite group of players. He'll be a first round draft choice in the NHL.
That's impressive.
Not to be outdone by my other relative, Jackson Coons, he's already been drafted. He's like, I don't know, he's 11th grader. Playing up in North. He played for Shattuck, and now he's playing for, I think, some other junior team. But yeah, Gentry Academy. The thing about Gentry is they used to be in a different league, but now they moved into the public high school league.
Okay.
I think they have to play Matamidi for the final in that section. I'm not sure. But so that's a little history on Gentry. their building is right by the Vadnais Sports Center there. You know, right where that's where the kids would go to school, but they also skate for half the day.
So it should be something right there on the ground and giving off a significant heat.
We are still on this track. And the helicopter's still up.
We're gonna go to the area of the track.
Well, I keep getting corrected on this. I guess the correct pronunciation is Oregon, not Oregon.
Like it's two syllables instead of three?
I guess.
Oregon. I don't think that's right. But it might be. I know that the Oregon people ought to know.
But Channel 3, we're breaking down the patch within the pack too. 23.
So it's not the Oregon Trail, it's the Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail.
Huh. Well, we should research that.
We're getting this from Oregon people.
I wonder where the Oregon name came from. Eastbound on Maryland at Duluth. All quiet here at the Arco gas station.
Confirming we can break down the perimeter.
Yes, thank you.
Copy. Perimeter cars clear.
Maybe tomorrow we should do just a short couple hours. If we can get Kyle there and open the YouTube box.
Yeah.
Black. You got a busy schedule?
Nope, I can make that happen. I do have to be done by 8.
Oh, yeah. You know us, we never go too long.
Famous last words.
Well, I got a little soft spot in my heart for Johnson hockey. You know that, right? My kids played Johnson hockey when they were younger, before we moved, and Moose Younghands is still one of my favorite people and all-time coaches.
690 here, sir.
And so I was coaching there. I coached my daughter when she was younger over there at Johnson and Phelan. Then I coached my other son. And but when I first started coaching with Moose, there was a guy named Greg Pregreba, okay, and he's an institution over there, Pregreba, and so he was coaching his own son, Greg Pregreba,
okay.
And now that son's son just is a senior at Johnson.
Okay.
So there's just a history, a legacy that takes place over there on the east side. And you know, when you grow up in that, I lived over there on Hyacinth and coaching over there, coaching the kids there. I coached girls hockey for a number. You always appreciate what's going on there. Always appreciate Moose Younghands, East Side Hockey, Johnson Hockey, what they've done.
Just went out on traffic at Hazelwood and Magnolia.
Somebody did?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we are on Hazelwood coming up on Magnolia. We're in the area of that search, although they just stopped the search, right?
Yep.
Over to our right here is where they were searching through Magnolia and Barkley, and then this squad.
And there's the K-9 there.
The K-9 was tracking. Just say hi to the dog. It's a good-looking dog.
Copy, code forward, 2350.
That's a good-looking dog.
Thank you, sir.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Thanks for all your work. Wish we could help more.
Next time.
Next time.
85% chance of rain tomorrow at noon.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, Jackson Coons. He's now moving on to University of North Dakota. And he's drafted by the Vancouver Canucks. I've been watching that kid since my daughter married into the family.
Okay.
Actually, my daughter is like his uncle, his aunt. So, but he is quite a player. They got the new blue uniforms going now, huh?
Guess so.
Copy. Victoria. Black County, no place.
We'll just get a little audio going here.
Not getting that VIN back in Minnesota.
I smell a lot of marijuana. How about you?
Yeah.
114 and route to 118, please go to 1.
We're just sitting on the side of this traffic stop, letting the officers conduct their traffic stop. You're just listening into some of the reaction of the driver.
Well, y'all don't know me, but he said he liked it, my parents too, but y'all, you know, it's too much going on. Like, y'all gotta do y'all the right job. Y'all supposed to be on their ass. They probably like, yeah, he got a black cop pulled over. Go.
200. Calling the VIN back to Kennedy. 2 Charlie 3 Hotel Echo 6612.
Oh, we got a sheriff deputy down here too.
263416.
Is that Mike or
Under Sheriff Martin? Yep.
Copy. I did switch to idle with a 1 if that's possible, and I'm getting back a 99 Chrysler 300. No color listed.
Oh, this is my friends. And it's not a bunch. What? It's three. You know what 3 is? And that's 3,500.
Oh, he's got 3,500 cash on him.
And a sizable amount of marijuana in the car.
Anyway,
He's got
3,500 cash.
Can you try to call our compact on our call? See if it's related to this AMA that's in the same area.
Oh.
That's not his. It's
Friends.
prescription and it's not his. So.
That's a lot of cash.
What is the schedule 5? Can I get my phone and my charger? Why would you grab my charger? Y'all about to take me to jail. Yes.
211 will take the same phone number.
Oh, that's right.
Hi, Dan.
Yes. How's it going?
Pat.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Good to see you.
Boy, you've got tiny little hands.
That's good.
It's his birthday.
Well, welcome. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Welcome,
thank you.
welcome to Live on Patrol.
Hey, thank you.
It's his birthday right along.
Yeah, very good.
Good.
That's a good night. Your dad had you sitting on a perimeter forever, huh?
I told him.
Yeah, you better get.
Perimeters are boring until they're not.
Fortunately, there wasn't a lot else going on, but now, yeah.
I put my
Yeah.
mask on to
Yeah, I get
just
it.
to
Yeah.
be nice. Well, I figured I'd go way east thinking that they maybe busted through
Yeah,
that
yeah.
way.
Well, they know so many people here. It's just tough.
Well,
It's
they
tough.
dumped in here
Tough,
somewhere,
tough.
which is why they bailed here.
Sure.
Well,
All right. Well, nice to meet you, son. Nice to meet you.
Good to
nice
meet
to meet you guys too.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Vinny, are you taking our picture? I know you weren't.
This is Michael DeMontale.
We're going to shove off. God bless
See you guys.
Good job. Good job. Hey, did you want a box of Twinkies? Huh? We got extra Twinkies.
Do you have the chocolate ones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want some?
Yeah, we got to keep you from eating them.
They are so good.
Man, I'm not gonna eat these
There you go.
chocolate
There you go.
Twinkies.
There you go. Thank you for taking a
I'm
box.
gonna give them to other people.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. I don't know when the last. I'm trying to think of when the last time I had $3,500 cash on me.
I can't remember.
I'm not finding anything out here so you can cancel those.
Well,
Copy, cancel my next 4 minutes.
I can't remember either. That's a big wad of money.
You could run traffic. Okay, for one in custody. Not yet, one in custody at 4 minutes.
Some type of possession of controlled substance in that stop. You could. I'm not sure if the marijuana smell is coming from that car, but we can clearly smell it where we were.
Oh yeah.
And there was. They ended up finding some contraband and a large amount of cash.
Can I get a call back to the cop?
I really thought for a while there with all that verbiage that it's really kind of embarrassing when you complain about everything and then you get caught with stuff.
Yeah.
Usually people that are complaining are relatively, I mean, there's different tactics, obviously.
Sure.
But
complain about the officers not going after criminals. And lo and behold, you're involved in criminal activity at that moment.
For felony fleeing,
felony fleeing there.
Carry weapons and has warrant out of Anoka County. This will be a Matthew Moon Coulson, 1988, 1021.
Returning?
Driving a 2007 Gold GMC Arcadia, Minnesota plate, Golf Foxtrot Sierra 105. Information in 6 minutes.
Golf Foxtrot Sierra
105?
105.
3270, stepping up.
Golf Foxtrot Sierra what?
105.
And it was a gold Acadia.
It's hard to believe White Ray is deceased.
I know.
It's hard to. Should probably
364.
Put the scan on here.
Delta LAC.
Just in case. Slow enough in the city, we gotta see what's happening north of LARP. Nebraska plate.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, that's alright. There's nobody, there's nobody in that house left to.
Yeah, true. Howdy.
How's it going?
Good. Is that?
How you guys doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
All right. Just watching you guys earlier.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I like to make a little round at night down here.
Yeah, which house is yours?
I'm 1734
Oh yeah,
on down here.
Yeah. And then you sometimes I've seen you at the BP once or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
That's
right.
right.
BP, I run up here, grab a Coke.
Keep an eye on the place. Yeah.
Had a watch party the other day.
We saw you and your young lady. Was that, I don't know if that was your girlfriend, your neighbor.
That was my neighbor.
Neighbor, yeah. When
Lacey.
Lacey, yeah.
Yeah, chili dogs.
Yeah.
But I tell you one thing. I was watching you the other day, and you're talking about how you feel like the leaders should be stepping up you know?
Mhm.
And I tell you what, Bob, you are a leader, and I think you should run for mayor or even governor. I think you would have the support of the people.
Well, it's very kind of you to say, but how about the fact I really enjoy what I'm doing?
Well, I tell you what, I can tell you enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, from
But I'd like to
125 in
see
the
as
hall
the
yelling
mayor.
and turning
Yeah,
people
I do appreciate that.
You get bored.
You know, I did run for mayor once, you know, way back. And how's it going?
Hey, when you're done, can I talk to you guys?
Sure. How about we go up to the BP gas station?
Gotcha.
Right in the corner. Meet you up there.
I really appreciate it.
Thank
Tell
you.
you what, why don't you go run and talk to those guys? Thank you for what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Huge fan.
Thank you.
Huge
Thank
fan.
you. Thank you very much.
Guys, all
Well,
right? Take care. Okay?
all right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you. Nice man.
Squad 113 investigated.
I feel a little bad that we did so many hours last week, Pat. I was feeling like
You put me on at 390 Charles.
expecting people to spend way too much time watching us.
Right.
Romeo Alpha.
I think 8 hours on a Friday, and then maybe 4 hours on a weekday. Does that make sense to you?
Totally.
8 hours on the weekend, just regularly, and then 4 hours. I don't know whether this gentleman's going to want us to go mute. Maybe he's got something to tell us crime-wise, or he just wants to say hi. Hopefully there's no nefarious means here. I'm just going to let him pull up next to us here. So you get
No,
shot
I'm a
first.
straight shooter.
Okay.
I would never do anything.
We are on live.
Yeah, we can mute it for a minute.
Okay, we're going to mute this for a second, folks.
Pat forgets which button that is, though. I think it's the lower. All right. Well, we always enjoy when people want to give us information about things that are going on. While we were talking to him, I noticed there was a man got out of this car. He wasn't too happy. Went into the gas station. I'm not sure what's going on there. But he was with this gentleman here. A bit of complaining. I'm going to put us in a better spot.
Happy have a good night, 15 minutes.
Pat's a good shield, but we shouldn't have to be the shield. Should run that plate, Pat.
Yep.
Definitely should run that plate. So that's a BMW. What? 530?
Okay. I'm going to have to go to Heather.
Yeah.
What they're doing?
What is that? Like a 530? It said 530. Is that a model of the
BMW?
15 minutes.
Precinct 423.
15 minutes.
Notice that driver's face looked a little bit like he was totally stressed out.
Yep, sure did.
And the other two were totally loose.
I think that's it up there.
Let's see that one or the one ahead of that.
Yeah.
We didn't see it turn. Have it back yet?
Nope.
All right, well, it's not stolen, so it just came back.
Okay.
Yeah, that. See, this is where the instinct comes. You get two guys that are rambunctious, friendly, jumping out. The driver was in there, just had a kind of a stunned look on his face.
$21.62 Tango, can you send me the disturbance?
The 2164 to back at 1005 Ramsey Road in the community room. The group in the room that's being very loud. The curfew for the building is midnight.
1005 Ramsey Road in the community room.
17 minutes.
Don't get many calls there. It's just east of Lexington and Ramsey there.
Okay.
Maybe plug that into your Google there and see what community room that is. 1005.
Loden Senior Village, I believe.
Huh. Yeah, we don't get too many.
SV.
We don't get too many loud out parties at a senior village.
I'm not sure. I'm guessing on what SV means. It says Loden SV Apartments.
Maybe that's Shoreview.
Ah. There you go. That's exactly what it is.
So maybe it isn't just a regular apartment complex.
Mm-hmm. looks like it. Fairly upscale apartment complex.
So we are westbound on Maryland. We better drop down to the Lower East Side for a while.
3930 traffic.
So north of us on Maryland here is the Phelan, Payne Phelan, well, the Phelan neighborhood.
Division itself. Charlie Henry John 574.
Copy Division South at 19 minutes.
I'll be at 4091 Division.
It's an interesting job, this patrol job, because your eyes are always scanning stuff. I mean, it's totally contrary to what most people do when they're driving. You know, you're looking at cars, you're looking at alleys, looking for things that are out of place.
Nature of the job.
Easier to do it when you're going slow, but your ability to scan
2161, 2361.
is directly proportional to the speed that you're at.
2161.
2361.
And career criminals have an uncanny...
4134 Whitebread Parkway. The pump's going to be intoxicated and uncooperative. Is requesting PD. Will feed her 16-year-old daughter. Name of Autumn. Position left with the dog in the black Malibu. She
We'll have to
the
check to
juvenile
see if Michi's got a party going later, huh?
On White Bear.
Good
in White
idea.
Bear. Caller's just now upset that the daughter has stopped sharing her location.
Anything good in the comments there, Pat?
Just kind of just talking back and forth with each other.
Everybody's being respectful.
Looks like it.
910-366. And 118 just for officers. I drove by that area earlier. There's a big party going on a couple blocks to the west of that location.
Copy, big party in the area, a couple blocks to the west of the address. Be advised, it looks like we got a suspect wearing black, cold black pants. Female appears to be getting away on foot. She wears a black jacket with a white hooded sweatshirt.
Copy at Mayor Lane and Mayor
114, copy.
21 minutes.
Call Heather.
21 minutes.
He had that last call, and then the squad said there's a party in that area. It was over in the west sector. Do you know where that was? The west sector call. Yep. Got it.
100.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And that's a comment there. You can cancel my request.
Well, I think that is right by Michi's party there. That call was a Grotto and Selby, a man holding a woman against her will.
Oh, really?
Grotto and Selby, and then the squad came on and said, hey, there's a large party just down the street.
That would probably be Michi.
That'd be Michi's party, so... Slide over there. See what's going on. Go by our friends here on the way.
Get a little shout out.
A little shout out. So we're on 7th Street. We're on East 7th Street, but we're headed west.
2161.
And we're at Arcade.
2161. Looks like the daughter's going to be at Quick Trip.
Oh, I think I want to do a little day drive out. I do want to take people down by the railroad tracks.
Or else the comp is going to be yelling and screaming at the daughter.
Show them the real foundation of the town with the railroad tracks.
61 copy. Is it the Quick Trip in Venice Heights?
I think I want to get through Sweet Hollow again, too. Give you a little history of Sweet Hollow with Steve Tremble's book.
2361. Can you have the TNT?
There's some areas that people never actually travel in. by the way, this is the Mexican consulate right here. Consulate, Mexico, 797 East. Definitely wasn't happy with the speed that I was driving, and then he goes over the center line. What the heck? Let's just get a shout out here quick, ladies.
114, we're not finding anybody out here.
For who? Justice for...
Copy.
Justice for who?
You look at the caller that TTA called. Contact.
Just want to give you guys a chance. Just want to give you a chance to get your message out. Thanks.
Possibly related to while you were just out on looking for her medics. 24 minutes.
You can't say we're not an equal opportunity.
Absolutely not.
No, but now I missed the car. They had an extra long dissertation this time.
2361. We don't have the daughter's phone number. We tried to do a call back after she disconnected, and I'm getting voicemail immediately. TC's not exactly sure which quick trip it's going to be. 2161 copy. Then we'll head to the White Bear Parkway address. Copy.
You know, I always try to keep good communication with people. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just that. And so to the women that were just yelling to us, that's the first time I heard them mention Justin's name. But I'm guessing they're referring to Justin Teagan.
I would think so.
And I just want you to know that I don't have all the facts in that case, but I've become friends with Tashira Garraway, and I met her before I returned back as sheriff, to be honest with you. And so it's good to keep the lines of communication open. And I respect everyone's right to be articulate about their passionate issues. And, you know, I tend to, I go through life with the theme, make friends, not enemies, you know, and so you're not always going to always agree, but there's a lot of common ground out there in America. So I just want to say to the people on 7th Street there that even though you sometimes use derogatory words to refer to Pat and I, we always want to respect and give you an opportunity to express your opinion. And I'll always have a warm spot in my heart for Justin's life partner. And by the way, his son, who I know struggles with the loss of his father. So, a loss is a loss.
2361 there, yeah.
Yes, indeed. And having a disagreement doesn't mean you have to be enemies.
I like to be judged by what's in our hearts.
Exactly. And Crystal, you're exactly right. They do know that we're listening, and that is how healing starts.
Yeah, by the way, I've been thinking about that today.
PPV 1200 White Bear.
You know, really what we need you to do is to tag your friends that may not love the police. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We really want people to have a chance to reevaluate their opinions about law enforcement. And so if you have friends that aren't sure what they think, if you can tag them and just tell them, hey, you know, it's worth taking a look and seeing another side of what your perception might be. Because really we don't want this to just be people that were always pro-police.
Right.
We goal here, as I mentioned in that post, is to connect with people that aren't sure or weren't pro-police.
Right.
Also, that the name of the phone that dialed was a Jacqueline Burlingame.
We've actually had people come on and comment that when they first started watching us, they didn't care for us at all. And they've had
don't say us. You mean law enforcement?
Law enforcement.
Okay, there we go.
And they've had some perceptions change.
And that's part of our goal here. Get to know us before you judge us.
Thank you.
And I was thinking the best role that you could play is, and sometimes, can create some arguments, but some arguments are necessary. Some differences of opinion are necessary to work toward some commonality.
It's always preferable to do it without insult and name calling. Which we've seen refreshingly little of tonight. Good line. Good line. Thank you, Orlando. You cannot impact what you do not engage.
I like it.
That's excellent.
Yeah, maybe that's part of the problem. I got people are so polarized there, they don't try to engage.
And yeah, Justin's mom, Tanya, is an amazing woman.
5181.
That vehicle's going to be security and any other additional calls. Clear system.
Copy.
Looks like fun in that children's museum. I got some
It really
slides.
does.
I got some slides in there. I was thinking how much fun that would be, and then what my second thought was? I'm not sure I'd fit in that one.
I'd get stuck halfway
Did you see
down.
that?
I would get stuck halfway down.
Objects in the slide are larger than they appear.
Suspicious around the end of 2416 Mayfair Avenue. There are two vehicles driving around with no lights on, currently parked in front of the address and across the street. A known number of occupants. One is a white SUV, the other is a
Relatively
van.
quiet. Michi, if you're listening, if your friends are listening up there, live on patrol, Michi, if you got a party, we're going to come up and say hi.
735.
Well, there's a good Abraham Lincoln quote. I am a success today
Thank you for the 1 minute.
because I had a friend who believed in me, and I didn't have the heart to let him down.
I never heard that quote.
I like that.
2362.
A
2362.
really interesting piece on Lincoln at CNN there. The continuing series. I've watched it all.
Not too sure. It's Suite 100.
I gotta say,
Plus one.
I really end up left educated better than I had before.
173.
Historical figures are never as, I'm a big Lincoln fan, just to get that clear,
9174.
but they're never as pure. Humans are never as pure as we idolize them.
Never.
Copy. You both can be clear. The vehicles are just friends of the neighbors.
Everyone has faults.
And that includes me, by the way. So, but it was interesting to find out Lincoln's struggles
Chestnut Street on a fight.
with
A group of 6 people fighting in the street in front of the bar.
Where was it?
That's right down Chestnut. A group of people fighting in front of the bar. Heather, if you're on there, send us the call, just so we can. It's supposed to be a group of people fighting on Chestnut. Didn't quite catch the exact address, so I'm going to slide down here. See, come in from the side.
Can you open it back up?
We're probably going to mostly just scatter them.
Copy.
with a little bit of siren.
Clear right.
Who knows how long the call is.
Go ahead. Fletcher en route with Charlie Adam Victor 395. Fletcher en route at 32 minutes.
People down
9173.
9173.
We're going down here first.
You can send it to DOC. And that male has multiple felony warrants.
What happened?
They're over there. They took my girl's wallet.
Where are they?
73 copy with 75
Alpha Delta. You guys stay here.
To the right on Exchange?
His ex-girlfriend.
They just pulled over. They just
What kind of car? What kind of car?
right there. That one is
That car right there. That car right there.
9174. Put my call back.
I'm going to get on, okay?
Wait till you get on.
Ready?
Give me one more second. Okay, now.
2400 Sherman and Exchange pulling the apartment complex. Theft from person suspects. Possible robbery.
Hang on. Just
Foxtrot Tango Whiskey
tell them
915.
it's from the call on Chestnut.
From the call on Chestnut.
I have you determined exchange following a vehicle possible robbery. I will advise Central and St. Paul. Please take St. Paul Central Channel when able at 35 minutes.
Turn your car off. Throw your keys out. Throw your keys out. Huh? Throw your keys outside. Stay there, stay there. Hey, hands off! Keys back. Put your hands on the wheel.
There's Central Squad that can back 2400. Sherman and Exchange on a traffic stop. Is that with a vehicle that was possibly involved in a robbery?
Squad 268, that's going to be related to the call at 7th and Chestnut. I'll go assist 2400. If somebody wants to go and meet the victim at 7th and Chestnut.
220, do you copy that?
228, Tommy.
220, we copy. 30. 2400. Okay, we got a squad pulling up now. Those are the victims on your left. There's supposed to be 2 suspects on foot. We don't have descriptions yet. We've got the driver here. Copy. Should be 2 suspects on foot, no description. Copy. 2 David the victim. $44.92 on Alpha, 22 Tango.
92, copy. $44.70 traffic. 4470, go ahead.
Keystone 36 at English with 141, Paul 00.
Eastbound 36 at English at 38 minutes.
Standby.
Is that for dispatch?
$5181. Status check.
4422 Tango, checking your status.
4422 Tango, report.
Code 4 traffic at 39 minutes.
Checking your status.
268, code 4.
Copy, thank you. Code 4 on the traffic stop, 39 minutes. Squad 322. 322. 2096 Clear Avenue on a DOC reference. People that are driving by and throwing things at the comp's face. License Foxtrot Zulu Juliet 064. Last seen westbound, clear, and then northbound road. I'm running that plate now. 322, copy. It's 40 minutes. Yeah, 322.
73, checking your status.
We're controlled, attempting contact.
Copy, controlled, attempting contact in 40 minutes.
So 9170, can you add me to their call?
Copy. $3921, copy, you're on scene at the Berg, 2328 11th Avenue East, apartment number 2. Copy 26 and 30 are en route as well at 41 minutes.
26, I'll go straight to the apartment.
Copy, going straight to the apartment.
3912, I'm on scene at the apartment. If 30, you go talk to the comp. 30 copies.
Dispatch copies, 42 minutes.
3912, en route to the apartment.
Copy, en route to the apartment.
3921, I got a open screen window on the west side of the building.
Copy, open screen window at the west side of the building.
26, am I right?
42 minutes. Squad 4470, checking your status.
River 3, go for it.
Code 4 traffic at 43 minutes.
Well, I don't know if you heard what we got here. Those people. The original call came out of people fighting on Chestnut by the bar. When we pulled up, we saw people in the street on Chestnut there, south of 7th. They flagged us down and said they'd been robbed by this car. But 2 of the suspects obviously did not get back in the car. So we have 1 suspect. We do not have the second. It's a 20-year-old male there with us.
3926 to 30. Meet with the cop and see if you can get their keys so we can clear the apartment. Copy. 9 Magnolia Avenue. Lower unit for welfare check. Cop's not on scene. Received a call that a male schizophrenic is slamming doors and breaking things in the home, being loud.
Very furtive
First name is
movements.
Sean,
You saw
white
that
male,
he would not put his
46,
hands. He was obviously
and
under the
then
influence of something here too.
3912,
But
we have the southwest corner.
St. Paul's going to take him as one of the
Southwest
robbery
corner at
suspects.
24 minutes.
Said he was arrested once for murder, but not charged. In Burnsville. But he said his friend was. Okay then.
Interesting.
Squad 510 EOT.
So I wonder where the other 2 went. Been nice to capture all 3, right?
Yeah.
45 minutes.
3912.
Was that 3912?
Good job getting up on him.
Affirm, I've got the resident
Well,
out
I
here.
think he was probably going to run, but he turned into a dead-end alley.
I think he thought he could drive through.
Yeah, I think he did too.
Copy was from the residence. Bring her to the front to get cited.
Hey!
Did you see?
Hey, hold, put this on mute, Pat. There we go. Good.
5183, clear disperse.
47 minutes.
Gotta see it. So anyhow, saw his hands were very furtive. He's under the influence of something too.
Oh, yeah, rather. Definitely.
Alcohol, drugs.
Show control at 47 minutes.
Squad 311. 311.
So
846 Johnson. Please see the comp on is suspicious.
I'm gonna get the case number if you want to write it down.
Yeah.
Where did our microphone go? Where is it? Jesus.
Oh, let me make sure my radio's off.
2400. Can we get the case number on this Chestnut call?
Case number is going to be 12369. 12369.
And they'll all be tied together. It's the same incident. So, thank you.
Copy, 48 minutes.
So if I have to write a supplement, it isn't Friday, so it doesn't got to be done anytime.
Okay, we're good night as well.
Immediately
48
soon.
minutes.
Grab the plate there.
Yep.
Did we ever run that car?
No, we didn't.
Heather, if you're monitoring us, can you run Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 915? Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 915.
So I'll need to get a county CM made up too, right?
I think you just write a...
I'll figure it out.
You can do it either way. What do we say? We're at Sherman and Ramsey.
Oh, yeah.
Sherman and Ramsey, I guess we can... Why don't you pull a number for Sherman and Ramsey, assist out-of-city agents? I'll actually pull it. $2,400.
2400.
Yeah, can you pull the number for assistant out-of-city agency, Sherman and Ramsey in St. Paul, and put in the notes, put Foxtrot Tango Whiskey 915, and you could just mark it report made, but we just need the number.
Copy.
He's a strange character, huh?
Yeah, interesting dude. Reminds me of Ray
8186.
a lot. Talking to him.
Yeah.
Copy.
He was cordial.
Yeah.
He'd obviously been drinking a little.
Is she going to give us a number?
Anyway,
Yeah. Let's go find something else before we, yeah, go ahead.
you want me to enter a statement on whatever,
On what?
the stop of him?
Well, we're going to write a report.
Okay.
But,
I mean, if you want, I can enter it.
Yeah.
If you want to send me a statement.
oh, a statement from what he told you? Or no?
No.
From what we did?
Yeah. Unless you guys.
We got it covered.
Well, I can do it.
Yeah, Pat's become a good report writer.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't look. He looks too old to know how to use a computer. All right. Sounds good. Good work, guys.
2,400. I'm sorry. Can you give us the number over there?
$2,400. That Ramsey County case number is going to be 12369.
Thank you very much. And 12365. You can mark a report made.
She said 12369. That's the same as the St. Paul.
It was 12369.
Okay. And is that the county number or the city number?
That'll be the county number.
Okay. He must have pulled a different number for us when we stopped.
So just...
I'm going to go get their number.
Yeah.
Unless, I can't think anything greater could happen. Could you? Could it?
What's that?
I can't. I mean, what's the possibility of the numbers being the same? Pretty much zero. Right?
Yeah, zero.
Excuse me.
So, yes.
I'm the one of the guys that called this in. I just wanted to make sure I didn't make too much work for you guys.
Not at all. We're glad
you did a good
it.
thing.
What did you see? Did you see just a fight? Or?
Well, they were fighting. I was working Domino's and I went to deliver. You were the first squad. You came behind me right by the bar there, and I tried to honk at you, but you were going after him, and that's cool. They were fighting out in the street, and they were
punching.
And I couldn't really tell at first if it was serious.
Yep.
It looked like it might have just been that after the bar bullshit where they're,
right,
sparring kind of a thing, but then it looked like they started touching each other, and then I was like, and I couldn't hear anything because I was in my car.
Right.
Copy, I'll call
But
back.
I was like, I sat over and I talked to the 911 dispatcher, and I just told her, I said, she goes, make sure you're safe. I said, well, they don't even know that I'm calling on them. I said, I'm sitting in my car.
You did great.
But you know, anyway,
you left your number. You left your name.
I left my number and name, and I just was like.
Here's the original caller. I don't know.
Did you talk to them?
I didn't talk to any police officers, but I'll give a report if I need to. You know what I mean?
No, they got your name.
You know,
it's the original witness.
Do you have?
I saw you come flying because this is the unmarked squad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw you come down the street down Chestnut.
Yeah. I saw you honk. I heard you honk, but I saw them. I saw them ahead. I didn't want to take a risk of missing them.
So now, are you like the lieutenant or something?
Sorta.
Okay. Yeah. Or are you the?
You don't have the case number, do you? Or is it? I'm gonna pull up to your window here.
Yeah. No, I don't mean to hold you.
Hey, you did great. You did great. Thank you for the call. If well, here's the thing. One group was robbing the other, so if you hadn't called, we wouldn't have called. We were arresting one of these guys for robbery.
I couldn't really tell what the hell was going on.
I know.
Like I said.
And you did great. You're awesome.
Right.
Thank you. What's your first name?
My name is James.
Thank you very much.
305.
I drive bus too, but so you know, city bus. But
thank you. You're a hero
you guys
tonight.
have a great night.
Thank you. 061971.
What was the original time?
2364.
Go ahead.
I pulled a county number that we're going to write under and tie it to yours, which is probably the last time I do that because it makes it. Well, there were two calls. There was the original and there's our stop probably.
Yeah, the one that AOA that you created is.
Is that a county number or yours?
Ours for that, the last three will be 974.
974.
So I don't know if it's going to be written under 974 or 974.
We'll figure it out. It's a weekend anyhow. Hey, do you got the original time?
35 and 29.
Say that again.
29 minutes and 35.
29 minutes. 0029. Yeah, you young guys, you always abbreviate everything for us. See you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot. Thanks. Let's move on here. You got your sweatshirt back, apparently, huh?
Yep.
Well, it's not that satisfying not getting the money back for her from the other two, but at least we've identified a perpetrator, right?
Right.
He said he'd been arrested for murder. Did you hear him say that? In Burnsville a year ago. But he wasn't charged. A friend of his got killed.
He didn't want to say who his friend was.
I don't know where my glasses went in the midst of all that. Stop that I do.
You didn't set him down on the car, did you?
I don't think so.
Or on the car?
I don't think so. Here's the thing. I got so many pairs of glasses. Oh, here they are. Oh, we're going to do a U-turn and a U-turn. Somebody's going to drink a shot. I think next year we're going to get you knighted as I'm going to change your name from the Count of Clear Right and the Master of Analysis to the let me think. I gotta get the right verbiage here. So it's going to be
supplier of manacles.
Oh, that's good too. Yeah, supplier of manacles. Yeah, I should have grabbed a cuff on him there. But the
58 minutes.
I gotta think of a word that starts with R.
Restraint?
The Royal Report Writer. You're going to be the Royal Report Writer next year.
Oh. So we got like 15 minutes till restart.
Oh yeah. Well, let's go up to the Holiday gas station, raise some pen, and see if it's open for a restroom stop and a cheese dog stop. But you know there won't be any cheese dogs there. Yeah, I think he was going to run.
Yep.
But it's kind of a dead end there. Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Steve.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You don't know it by now? Jesus Christ. Jesus.
With some of the similar cars, I'm like, oh, that's the sheriff. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you. Yeah, we got a mini fleet of Durangos now. A couple gray ones.
Mm-hmm.
Chief Deputy Methuselam's got that, what the hell do they call
7125.
it? It's like battle, it's like...
Battleship gray?
Yeah, Battleship gray.
Cosmetics at 2580 Mounts View Drive for
I
a
like this
75-year-old female with
shade of gray.
husband.
Yeah. Plus this is subtle, kind of blends in, which is an important part of the job, blending in.
Somebody was talking about they've now had tonight 4 shots of Fireball over doing the bingo card.
Okay.
And somebody put a little meme up on Facebook today. I'm not going to get it exactly right, but it was something like Karen, for you to say that this cinnamon candle smells like Fireball tells me you're an alcoholic. It smells like cinnamon.
Hey, you know, that's interesting. But did you see on the news the other night? There's a candle company now making candles that have unique bar smells.
I'm sure Fireball's one of them.
I don't know about that, but there's dive bar. You have a dive bar smell, and they have all the smells from a dive bar. You have a sports bar, and they have all the smells from a sports bar. There's 3 different candles. Channel 4 News I think it was on the Channel 4 News, or maybe it was on Channel 9. But and they kind of list the ingredients that are in the candles. But I don't know. I just.
Someone suggested I be the sheriff's scribe.
There's that. Well, in a couple minutes, we're going to pull into the Holiday gas station, and we are going to pause and reset, probably use the restroom, grab some quality junk food, and some quality H2O like Adam Sandler.
We'll save those ham and cheese sandwiches that good man and his daughter dropped off for later.
Oh, do we got them?
Yeah.
Well, what are we going to save them for?
Well, then let's eat those.
I didn't know there's ham and cheese sandwiches in there.
Yeah. 8186. All will be clear.
103.
Yeah. I wonder what would happen if we took them in there and microwaved them. I can literally eat anything, you know that, right?
I gathered that.
So we are pull in here. We're going to park. We're going to run in. We're going to eat our ham and cheese sandwiches. Oh, there's a... I'll make one more loop so we don't get trapped. Certainly not as many people as earlier, right?
Nope. Somebody just asked me what my favorite San Antonio restaurant was. Well, I don't think it's there anymore, but it was Lupita's. But I do have a great love with Tinka Taco. South Texas has a unique thing called a breakfast taco. Not a breakfast burrito, but a taco. So there's not so much tortilla, and they are amazing.
Guy's got a TV under his arm. Did you notice?
No.
Yeah. I haven't seen many guys on a bicycle carry a TV under their arm, but that gentleman has a TV under his arm. I think that's a TV, right?
Looks like it.
Oh. Well, we're gonna go in. We're gonna shut off here. Hey, what's going on? How's it going?
Oh, good, man. Just get out of work, man. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Really good.
All right, that's good. That's good. All right.
Good to see you.
Yeah, have a good one. So,
all right, folks. We will be back with you in a few minutes.
thanks for our ham and cheese sandwiches. We appreciate that. Good break. We're gonna be back, but we're gonna log off now.
We'll be back within probably 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's not that late. It's only 1:08, something like that.
We'll be with you for a bit more after we come back on.